I can see that. It's very obviously, if it is a penis stone, uncircumcised. Which you always like to see. I feel like the internet is too full of circumcised penises. I blame America and its cultural dominance of the world. It's rare to see, like, an intact, friendly penis with its little coat on. Anyway, let's close that. Let's go over here. I'm moving. Look, you can see yourself! This is how I need to have the chat. In order to be able to see it, I need to put it about here, and then it'll all get shunted right onto my other monitor when I do that. It's more erect, though. Thanks for that noise. Right, let's close that and load up the game. You should be seeing it soon, assuming it all works, which is an assumption. Because sometimes it just doesn't. You should be seeing the game. It should be me in front of a gardener. Now, I don't know what the fuck to do. I caught up on the 10-20 minutes we lost off camera, but I'm now just here. We need to get into this garden because there's an evil cannibal baby in that mansion. We've been told specifically that the butler was lying to us about the cannibal baby not being here. So he's in there with his cannibal baby friends, and they've invited a succulent man to eat. A fully grown cannibal baby. I assume they still look like glowing babies. That's the last time we saw them. So if he doesn't look like a cannibal glowing baby, canna-baby. Sounds like I missed something. They were very cagey about it, but there was we were told by the man, the scientician man, the archaeologist man, that they were performing rituals that involve killing and eating people, which would explain why we found the burned grass. Maybe they cooked him and ate him right there in the park when we found the latest skeleton body, or they just chopped all the meat off, singed it, and then brought it home. And he said, the gardener just said that there's a special guest of honor here, and that every time this secret weird club has a meeting, they invite a guest of honor and then nobody sees him anymore. So obviously they're eating the guy. And this looks thinner, so I can maybe get through it. I tried to cut through this with the scissors, I think.
Some of the wires are too thick for these little scissors.
Little scissors. Oh, my little scissors. I don't know what little is in German, otherwise I would say that.
It's locked.
It's locked. The butler won't let us in. And I couldn't really figure out a way to make... This is so squelchy. I couldn't really figure out a way to get the gardener give me his shears or his snips. So that's where we are. Kleine? Oh, the kleine scissors. Use little scissors to kill gardener and steal his big scissors. You want to trade?
I'd rather not cut that.
Cut his bracers so his trousers comically fall down. And he goes, and has to put on a barrel and then run off. You might have to start a fire? How the fuck am I going to start a fire? Matches on the lawn clippings.
This grass is quite dry.
I mean, the ground sounds fucking soaked. Oh shit! Amazing! For fuck's sake, coward. Why'd you do that, sir? I mean, we're standing right here. Oh no! Yay, arson. That would have been a perfect time for the arson around title that I had before. Lovely. I've got shears. I mean, we have just set a fire. We were told specifically to not commit any more crimes. And we've just committed a crime. We didn't even, distract him or hide while we did it. Big boy snips. I don't know if shears are... I mean, snips are specifically designed for this sort of thing, or wire cutters. I don't know if you can get through a metal fence with shears. That's not really what they're for. You might be... It depends on how thin the wires are, I guess, but... Shears? On a fence? Okay, he's not actually cutting the fence. Yes, he is. Is this an electric fence? It's buzzing a lot.
Shears are broken.
Okay, well, can we get
Better
through?
not touch it. It could be electrified.
I would say the
This Lord
sparks.
Sinclair is prepared for unwelcome visitors.
The sparks would imply yes. I finally understand the stream title. That one's very forced. What? No ham, please. I'm Jewish. I couldn't think of one. I had literally about 30 seconds before the stream. We have gloves. You're right. I'm so dumb. We have gloves.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
That would make sense.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
What if we pair the gloves with the... No, the shears just broke.
That doesn't work. Better not touch it. It could be electrified. I bet this Lord Sinclair is prepared for unwelcome visitors.
Anything would have worked better. It's basically stealing a Spaceballs joke, which is one of the lowest tier Mel Brooks comedies. Have you already done, like, not the Druids you're looking for? That could be one. And it was, fucking Star Wars shit recently or whatever. Was it yesterday? Oh, it's Star Wars Day! No, I love the Jedi!
It would have surprised me if it had worked like that.
You just used it. Just, I don't know. I have to turn off the electrical current. Yeah, find a lecky box. My mum's birthday. Oh, that's grim. Imagine, I hope nobody gets her, like, Star Wars themed cards or something like that. I mean, this is still raging on. Maybe God will talk to us about circumcision. No. Can I steal the wheelbarrow and just charge it through?
That's the gardener's wheelbarrow. That's the gardener's wheelbarrow.
Nope. What else do I have? I have a bucket. Could I fill that with water and short it out? Or some apple juice. Maybe we could short circuit it with some apple juice. That's not how it works. I got her a book about Cornish knitwear. That's so mum-coded. I was about to say German mum-coded, but I don't know what German mums are into. I was about to make some vile jokes about German mums.
That won't get me any further.
God damn you. I know she loved it. Apple juice. A blanket?
I can't see any connection there. The greens, that won't get me any further.
Well, like, just put it over your stuff, your hand and your thing, and just push through it so you don't get electrocuted. I don't really know how electric fences work. I've never really interacted with them.
The fir needles from the cabin. Seized as evidence according to regulation. Better not touch it. It could be electrified. I bet this Lord Sinclair is prepared for unwelcome visitors.
I might need something else.
Nothing happens.
Maybe I'm missing an item. I'm reasonably sure mums all over the world are quite similar. Global mum code. Can I... Oh, there's a window there. There's an open window.
There's an open window. I'm much too far away.
And I've got a fishing rod. So we catch the we cast the fishing rod through the open window, hook some sort of rubber suit, drag it through, put on the rubber suit, and go through the electrified fence.
It would have surprised me if it had worked like that.
I'm out of ideas then. Do you have any foil? I don't believe I have any foil. I don't think so, no. Hang on. Where's my phone? I will open up the hint page. Oh, my phone's on 13%. Guess who forgot to charge things overnight? Yippee! I'm plugging in my phone. And then going to Mystery of the Druids hints on UHS. Bear with me, my phone is old and will take a while to load things up. I am now on the page. See? Finding the Druid cult. I'm assuming that's where we are. Sinclair Mansion. There we go. How can I get Halligan inside the estate? Perfect. Zoom in on the bushes. Brent Halligan needs something to cut those branches and the fence behind them. Done that. A gardener is working on the left side of the gardens. His clippers could work. Done that. Go back to the right side and zoom in on the bushes. Use the shears. Use the garden shears again in 2 spots until they break. The thicker wires are now cut. Only the thin ones remain. You have something else that might cut thinner wires.
Now the scissors are broken as well, but the hole should be big enough now.
What hole? You've just snipped some things out. You haven't actually made a hole yet. And it's electrified.
Stop. Wait a minute. The
Hammer
fence is
time.
electrified.
Now use your little glovos. Oh, that's such a small hole! Are you gonna fucking wiggle through it like a birth canal, you freak? Although an electrified birth canal, that's some people's dream. Probably some people in chat.
Not a good idea. That doesn't work. Climb through here? What if I touch the fence? That's too dangerous.
Put the scarf around the edges.
It would have surprised me. Looks like that will be... Nothing's happening.
I hate you so fucking much. What else do you want from me, you freak? Guilty.
I have to insulate the hole somehow.
I'm always saying that. It's just good manners. Insulate the hole.
Nothing's happening. That won't help either.
Just spraying rubber sealant around the edge of a gape. I don't know how you insulate a hole. Are you fucking insane? Try the scissors. You need to pull the fence apart. Yep, done that. You need to insulate yourself from the wires and the hard ground. I'll insulate your hole. The blanket. That seems
I
so...
thought it wouldn't work like that.
Ooh! What else do I have? A sheet of paper. Just insulate the hole. Obviously, insulate the hole. What would insulate the hole?
That won't get me any further.
Wrap something soft in a plastic bag.
A roll of plastic bags to secure evidence. Janet's ugly scarf, wrapped up in a plastic bag.
How does that make it any fucking different? How does that change the... How does that change the insulating properties of the scarf? You're still gonna get electrocuted, you fucking weed! Okay, so what? How big are you, and how big is this hole? It's hard to tell, I suppose, but these are not high hedges. Are you gonna not touch the sides of this electric fence? It didn't model it because it knew it would look fucking stupid. So we'll skip that bit.
How do you do, Mr. Halligan? How nice of you to visit us.
You know my name?
Certainly.
Shirt.
Lord Sinclair has been
Are you eating my ass?
He has?
Why are you going
Is
to...
that boss of
Oh, he's
yours some
searching
kind
me.
of psychic
Okay.
or what?
Why don't you ask him that yourself? Let's go.
I didn't know what was going to happen. Well, that was an adventure. We're the molester cops. You can put the gun down. I'm walking willingly. I know you have it. I don't. I'm a British policeman. Look at my dumb coat fanning out like that. Ugh.
Mr. Halligan,
The
it is a great
face.
pleasure to meet you in person at long last.
That's not a baby.
The pleasure's mine. Would you mind telling your charming pet gorilla here to point his damn pistol somewhere else?
You can't be intimidating,
Please forgive
Halligan.
us this precautionary measure, Mr. Halligan. I happen to be a distrustful man. Jack,
Lord Sinclair, now that we've met, there are a few questions.
He looks
I'd
German,
like
doesn't
to
he?
ask you.
You can tell this is a German game.
certainly, certainly. After dinner, I will answer any questions you deign to ask me. Until then, please be my guest. Jack, please be good enough to show our guest to his chamber.
What a fucking insane
You don't seem to be
hairline he
quite
has.
aware of the situation you are
His
in.
hairline starts just above his
I'm a
eyes.
detective from Scotland Yard. I don't want to have dinner with you. I'm here because of a series of murders in which you are a prime suspect.
That face is incredible.
I took you for a wiser man than that. If anyone here is unaware of the situation they are in, you are. I have asked you to be my guest at dinner. Please don't disappoint me by refusing. Otherwise, I will have to ask Jack here to persuade you to stay.
Dracula's younger brother. He's got the Gary Oldman Dracula hair going on a little bit.
Because if
Somehow
I-
less
you'll
silly.
force me. Is that it?
I'm glad we've settled that. Now, if you would please follow my friend.
He hasn't
Jack, who will
combed
show
it
you
down
to your
over
room.
his forehead to
We
make
will
a
discuss everything else in detail
widow's
later.
peak, has he? It's insane. I can't really tell what's going on there. I don't really want to eat people. We had this whole conversation about human milk and femboy milk earlier. I don't want to actually eat their meat, though. Bye. What an awkwardly long cut that was. Lovely.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Locked up in Lord Sinclair's house.
Utterly pointless last few puzzles if you were just going to get arrested. Ooh, very clacky footsteps on the tiles. It's like I'm playing Thief the Dark Project. Tap, tap, tap. Can I interact with anything? These pleasant little photographs.
These pictures are ugly.
Never mind, they're hideous, apparently.
These pictures are ugly. These pictures are ugly.
Again, the accent is coming through so strong. These pictures are ugly. That's obviously him, right? Eating a man? Like I said, adult baby cannibals. I don't like the sort of stringy bits that are coming off. One of the reasons I found it easy to stop eating meat was that I find, like, veins and shit really gross. Like, visible veins and tendons and stuff when you eat meat. Like, if you have, like, a chicken leg or a chicken wing, you can sometimes find veins in it. Oh, it freaks me out. So this is kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Oh my god. What's that supposed to be?
Are you an idiot? I think it's very obvious what it's supposed to be. It's a man eating a leg, which is probably the nicest part of a person. I'd imagine upper leg, though, like thigh. Thigh and ass has got to be unbelievably delicious on a person, if you're into meat.
Oh my god. What's that supposed to be?
If you were to rear humans for meat, it would all be about the fatness of the ass and thighs.
Firmly locked.
In my dystopian human farms, everybody has mandatory twerking 4 hours a day. I don't know what else to do. Can I open
wardrobe.
this? Open the wardrobe?
Firmly locked.
Okay. What about down
Firmly
here?
locked.
Firmly locked. Can I open the door? That's probably locked as well, right?
Can't do anything without the key. The door looks really solid.
Where would I put a key? There's nothing really to do. Is this window open? One of the windows was open.
The handles are locked. Lord Sinclair thinks of everything.
Could I unscrew the handles?
The fittings are screwed on.
Do I have anything I could use as a screwdriver? You could use, like, a broken scissors as a screwdriver. I don't know how thick the blades are, but you could. A bottle cap in a pinch? I think you could maybe... I don't know. Try it.
Think first, Brent.
I'm trying, Brent.
This seems to be the way to the forest behind the house.
Anything else? The light fixtures? I don't like these type of ceilings, the sort of molded ceilings. They're too fancy. This ceiling is also very high. Imagine dusting this, trying to get cobwebs out. I guess that's why they have actual people who do that for them. I don't know what the fuck to do right now, by the way. Can I go to sleep? It's a very small room. Can I sit in the cuck chair? This isn't a cuck chair. The cuck chair needs to be facing the bed, and it usually has, like, arms. You know, like, it's a proper armchair, the cuck chair. You want the cucks to be comfortable, at least. Plant?
Firmly locked.
Nope, the plant is not locked. An inflatable cuck chair. I mean, you could I recently bought an air mattress. It arrived yesterday, in fact. I haven't tried it yet. I bought an air mattress. And when I looked for air furniture on Amazon, lots of stuff came up that I didn't know existed. There was, like, air armchairs. So you could get an inflatable cuck chair. I think it would be fine.
The door can't do anything without the key.
For cooking on the go, in the woods or on a campsite or a caravan place or something. Can I move any of these? Like maybe there's something behind a painting? It's an adventure game. It could be anything. Like one of these panels on the carpet has a key in it, or under the door, or something like that.
Can't do anything without the key.
I know. I need something to probably either find a key...
A wardrobe. Firmly locked.
Or open this window. Those are the two options. Looking through the inventory, is there anything here that jumps out as maybe usable as a screwdriver? Or we could just break through the fucking window, throw a bottle at it.
That won't get me any further. A bottle of apple juice. Nothing's happening.
Some grass cuttings, the bone. Smash it open with the femur. Use this.
You could hurt yourself with those. You could hurt yourself with those. You could hurt yourself with those. You could hurt yourself with those.
I'm trying not to use hints, but I was told upon downloading this game that hints are a mandatory experience with this because it's so weird. Maybe there's something with this. Maybe if I eat a leg, something will happen. Oh, I can just skip time ahead by... Jesus Christ. I have to look at the painting and then click the painting and then just look at it for 6 to 8 hours. That's the answer to the puzzle. I click on it again. I just took the painting.
That's a nail.
Take the nail.
That's a nail.
That's a nail.
That's the picture with the tasteful motif.
Motif. That's not how I would spell motif, but I think I'm wrong. That's a nail. Okay, what do I do with the fucking nail? Maybe take this and put the nail on it?
It won't work like that. The fir needles from the cabin. Now the bucket's hanging from the fishing rod.
Kill me. What do I do in the dark now? What is that? Why is there like dust and stuff here? Like,
there's a slit under the door.
No jokes.
There's a slit under the door.
Please stop saying it.
There's a slit under the door.
Oh, hang on. Paper.
No way. It won't work like that.
No, this is something you do. This is easy. This is how you escape rooms. I should have thought of this earlier. You get like a sheet of paper or a carpet or something. You put it under the door. Then you, like, get the nail, possibly, poke it into the keyhole so the key comes out the other side, then withdraw the sheet of paper or carpet or folder or whatever I'm going to use, and you have the key. Yes, the old put something under the door and poke the key out thing. It's an obvious thing. Use the file folder.
It won't work like that.
Use
fingerprint powder.
You don't want me to use the painting, do you?
It won't improve if I put this picture next to it.
No. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do then. I think I might need the nail, but I don't know how. Has this opened? Is it light sensitive?
Firmly locked.
Slit. Slit is... We were talking recently enough about how there are no real, like, lovely names for genitalia. Slit might be one of the absolute worst, and I forgot about it at the time, because I don't see it come up that often, I think.
That's a nail.
That's a nail. Extract the nail? Somehow? Lady Garden is pretty bad.
That's a nail.
I feel like I have the puss slit fan. That's horrible. I feel like I have the beginnings of an answer to this fucking puzzle, but it's frustrating because I don't know how to make it happen. Surely you could just wiggle the nail out with your hands. Scissors on nail? I guess I should just be trying everything on everything. It's an adventure game staple.
That won't.
No.
That doesn't work.
What about shears?
Think first, Brent.
What else could you use on the nail? Could I hang something else up for no fucking reason? Use the gloves, like get better grip on the nail?
I thought it wouldn't work like that.
Nope. I call mine foof. Think first. Think. How would I get a nail out of a wall? If I didn't have any tools available, I would literally just grab it and go like wiggle it side to side until the hole widens. You know, like you do in lots of situations. Gape its wall ussy until the nail pops out, and then poke it through the other hole so the key drops. Easy. Dreya, no. What is this dust? This must be something like. Oh, fucking hell. Awful. Foof is one of the better ones. I've never heard this. Is this a common one? It's gotta be one of the most wholesome ones. It is wholesome in that it sounds like the name a very young child would give a guinea pig. What's this fucking dust on the floor? There's dust on the floor, but I can't interact with it. I thought it was going to be like, this is a symbol of something above. I've only learned it today.
There's a slit under the door.
Can I put the painting up here?
Improve if I can feel that something's going on out there. The window is locked.
Oh, how would I get out of this window? Oh. Okay, hint. I've been here for a while. Hint. Don't call us awful. Yep, that's fine. Last hint was how can I get out of the bedroom is the next stage. Look at the picture on the wall closely and then pick it up. Done. A nail is left hanging behind it. We figured all that out. That's fine. I just need to figure out how the fuck to get the nail out of the wall. Maybe I can just... Did I try just wiggling it really hard? Oh, I'm clicking fast.
That's a nail.
No, that did nothing. The picture frame will pry the nail loose. I'm gonna kill myself. What the fuck are you talking about? You're meant to put the picture back on the nail? Go fuck yourself. The fuck was that? You could have done that with any tool in your fucking inventory. You could have used the edge of the scissor blade to pry it out. You could have done anything. Calm down, relax, it's fine. Go back over here.
Can't do anything without the key.
Now, I need to put a sheet of paper under here. Nope. Now I need to put a sheet of paper under here. Nope. Now I need to put a plastic bag under here. Nope. Well, if you knock the key out without fucking
work.
something underneath it, it's going to be lost forever. Unless you scoop it with the fishing rod or something. Where's the nail? Use nail on door.
I don't believe it will work like that.
What? Or maybe it's like with the window then. But that's not key locked, I think. I guess it... You're not going to unscrew it with a nail.
No, I would only scratch everything. No, I would only scratch it. No, 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 I would only
It's honestly how I feel playing this game sometimes. No, no, no. Now I have a nail. What do you do with a nail? Can I see the keyhole from here? No, I can't. Nail on this.
No, I would only scratch everything.
No. Only scratch anything. No. Look at the hole. No hole to interact with now. What, can I unlock this with the nail?
No, I would only scratch everything.
Why do you give a fuck about scratching things?
A wardrobe, firmly locked.
Firmly locked.
No, I would only
Stop
scratch
it!
everything.
Stop saying no like that. It really annoys me. I have no idea what you want from me. None of my sheets of paper worked. Maybe now the painting will work? I put the painting under here?
It won't improve if I put this picture next to it. That won't help either.
Next hint. I'm using a lot. Your objective is to push the blockage out of the hole in order to get the key. Yeah.
Can't do anything without the key. Can't do anything. This door looks really solid. The keyhole is dark.
Please tell me you don't have to examine exactly the keyhole. It's not just the door, it's the keyhole, which I can't fucking see because it's nighttime outside.
I think there's something in it on the other side. The keyhole is dark. I think there's something in it on the other side.
So, a key.
I don't want that. It would have surprised me if it had worked like that. That's futile as well. Not a good idea. I thought it wouldn't work like that.
Now can I put this under it?
That's futile as well.
What is wrong with you?
I should think about it again.
I should think about it again.
It won't improve if I put this picture next to
What exactly is the combination of items you want here? Zoom in on the bottom of the door. Yes. Use the nail. Use the nail on the left edge of the left tile. Are the people who made this game feeling okay? Did they grow up raised by people? He's scratching something.
What was that? God! Somebody's screaming out there in the forest.
No, that was just me looking up the hints to these puzzles. Now can I put a piece of paper in there?
That would be stupid.
I actually could have fucking wring your neck. I'm gonna break all your fucking teeth if you say that to me again.
It won't improve if I put this picture next to it.
The folder that we have?
That doesn't work.
I'm actually gonna kill myself. What the fuck now? I thought the whole point was so that we could maybe fit the painting under it or something. Like, oh, this would be too thick for the door. But no, it doesn't tell me that.
The keyhole is dark.
I know it's dark. It's all so dark. Okay. Sorry, one more time. Again, everything is nail based in here. I should recognize this. We also have to use the nail on the picture. Because we couldn't just take the frame off. We had to use the nail on it to pry it open. It would take about 5 seconds to boot this open. I know. Now, go in. Use this on this. I suppose when it's a locked room thing like this, there is a certain amount of logic that I will give them here, right? In that, in a locked room part of an adventure game, they should, if the game is designed in any way competently, give you all the items you need to escape that room. So, for instance, we can go back and forth as much as we want across the world map. So it's probably not going to be things like the fishing rod or anything, because maybe we've missed them somehow. It's unlikely, but maybe somehow we've gotten here without this printout. You know, that kind of thing. There's going to be things that you've definitely got, like that you find in the room. Right, up we go. Nail in here. Poke it out. I heard a plink. Now, hopefully it hasn't bounced too far. Key!
The key.
Thank you. Let me the hell out.
Can't do anything without the key.
At least open the door. Yay! I'm in the mansion, everybody! Yippee! Now, one of these doors was opened, right? Or one of these windows was open.
No idea where it leads to.
Check it out.
It's locked. It's locked.
Also, save. 07. Nailed it. Because I'm not doing that again. So
It's
do
locked.
it again. Will the same key open every door, do we think? Can't do anything with it. Never mind. What about off in this direction? Ben.
It's locked.
It's locked.
It doesn't fit here.
I mean, you just walked through it. Oh, there's so many doors.
It's locked.
It's locked.
It doesn't fit here. It's locked. It doesn't fit here.
I have to try all of them because at one point it might
It's
work.
locked. It doesn't fit here.
Downstairs then, friend. There's nobody in that suit of armor, hopefully. It's not going to come alive. There is magic in this, I think.
A suit of armour. Late Middle Ages. Not that I'd know that. It's engraved on the stone plate below.
I can't read. Is this open?
It's locked.
Fuck off!
Doesn't fit here.
Doesn't it? Got about over here. Is that a fleur-de-lis? Is that what this is called? On the tiles? I don't know anything about heraldry.
A door. It's locked.
Does it fit here? No, it won't even let me. What about... Oh! I accidentally tabbed out because I clicked too far, and the game seems to have crashed. Nope, we're back. Has it? No, it's crashed. Good stuff. Something error in module bitmap. Surface creation failed, but the game hasn't closed itself down. Can I just go back in? No, it's crashed. Oh! Load it back up. Thank fuck we just saved. Thank you. And we don't need to check all those doors. He has an overinflated ego about this key. Let's just go through the front door. Oh, there's a door over there too. I didn't even know that there was 2 staircases. Go down. Down here. In here. Can I not? Yeah, I can go this way. Should I leave?
The front door.
Like maybe I should just go around to the woods?
I have to find the back door to get to the forest where the screams came from.
Now, I would say you could probably just go through the front door and then go around the edge of the house. I don't think it's walled off. It's just a hedge maze. Or like a hedgerow covering the whole grounds. Ooh, some fruit. But I have some fruit. There's plenty of cuck chairs in here.
The fire's already burning. Lord Sinclair's guests must be arriving soon.
I know there was a blood-curdling scream earlier, but we need to take our time and examine all this, because it's probably important.
The dinner table is laid for a dinner for 6 people. The dinner table is laid for a dinner for 6 people.
Go look at these paintings. Are they ugly too? That is a spade. Or a shovel. Digging soil, but let's be honest, it looks a lot more like shit. Those are some trees, so wind. And a broken branch. I might need to have to, like, arrange these or click on these in a certain order later. Like, the nobleman digs the earth and then feels the wind. And then if you click on them in the right order, it opens a secret passage behind the fireplace.
An old castle by the sea. Beyond the river you can also see 2 temples. An old castle by the sea. A torrential river.
Is torrential the right word there? I guess it would be. A torrent, that makes sense.
A torrential river.
Shuffle yourself out of the shit. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Why do people run towards blood-curdling screams? Clearly not good things are happening there. I mean, you'd like to think you could help. I don't know if I would run towards a blood-curdling scream. Maybe I would if I had something on hand. Like, if I heard a blood-curdling scream in my garden, I think I would go out, but, and this is cringe to say, I would bring a knife and a sword. I have a sword behind me, and I would probably bring the, like, hunting knife that I have as well. Maybe I'd give, I don't know, maybe I'd give Emma the knife and take the sword. And we'd go out there together. I'm assuming the scream isn't Emma in this situation. Like a stranger's scream. I'd go, okay, let's arm ourselves and then go. This is what happened to Weezer wife, though. This is why she got shot. Ooh.
Hey, what the?
Angry babies. That is such a bad run. Run, Brent! Run your little legs before they eat him! Why, you're stopped? Stop him! Why are you hiding? Why did you run if you were just gonna hide? Yes! 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 That's what we want! That's unexpectedly gory from this game. Did you faint? What a fucking pathetic boy. Who faints? Eat the boy. Eat the boy.
Well, Mr. Halligan, I don't believe I have introduced you
Walk
to
it
the gentlemen
off.
of my club yet. This is
Meet the other
General Myers
babies.
of the British Army.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Next to
god.
him is Bishop Stevenson. The Earl of Sutcliffe, one of the Queen's closest advisors.
Ooh.
And the gentleman sitting beside you is
Hitchcock?
Mr. Smothers of the Worldwide Foods Corporation. I'm sure you're curious to learn what our club is all about.
Eating boys.
I would suggest you have a bite to eat first. You look pale.
Eat the boy! Eat the boy! Eat the boy!
You
Do
see,
it!
Mr. Halligan, you must know we have been following your investigations into these, shall we say, deaths in London for some time. I expect your experience in the park will have convinced you that we are, to a certain degree, responsible for these incidents.
Eat it! He's actually eating it! He's chewing!
Notice the meat we are eating at this meal has a rather unique flavor. It is human flesh, Mr. Halligan.
It's just continuing to eat
This
it!
flesh is the source of life force. It grants us strength and power. You will
I wasn't
soon
expecting him to do
discover
that.
an incomparable feeling of power for yourself. It will be grander than any feeling you have ever felt. Very soon now.
He's still eating
when
it!
the ritual's completion has come. Our power will be perfect.
He's not
Then
even
it will be
blinking.
time for the
He's like,
curse
yeah, alright, I'm on board.
to the wretched hustle and bustle of this world.
He's not even listening. He's like, this is actually really Moorish. This is great.
World ruled by Druids.
What was that about Druids? This is really good.
Investigations had us worried for a moment, Mr. Halligan. We had even made plans to put a stop to them by arranging a little action. But you are a very lucky man. You will witness the great day yourself, and you will be there on the right side. For by eating this flesh, you have become one of us. Welcome to the circle, Mr. Halligan.
He genuinely doesn't give a fuck. He's like, you know what? This boy meat is so delicious. I'm willing to do whatever you say. What? And please let her be the new main character. And Halligan's just like fully on board with the druid nightmare. Yep, that's where we left it. That's a very weird smile. Okay. I'm so on board with this. I'm so happy that Halligan is like, I love boy meat. I love eating people. It turns out I'm really into this and want to do more. I'm going to save there as well. 08 boy meat. Resume. And we'll knock on the door, I suppose. Hello, you're not eating boy meat in there, are you?
Yes? Hello?
Hello? Is this Lord Sinclair?
No, miss, I am sorry. I am Lord Sinclair's butler.
I'd like to talk to Lord Sinclair.
On what matter, miss?
I'm looking
Mainly
for a
boy
detective
meat.
from Scotland Yard.
You are looking for a detective? Miss, in that case, I would recommend you to contact Scotland Yard. This is the house of Lord Sinclair, which is not difficult to see.
This
I
is
thought
such
the
a bad
detective
accent.
might be here.
No, I am sorry. A Detective Halligan has not been here.
Could I talk to Lord Sinclair, please?
I don't
I'm
think we
sorry,
said
miss,
that.
But his lordship is not here.
I see.
Have a good day, miss.
Why are we the woman now? Because Halligan is so busy stuffing himself full of cannibal meat. I'm so happy. I genuinely, it really threw me in the best way possible. I love that he's a cannibal. I love that Heligan ate men. I love it. I couldn't have dreamed that that would happen. Right, well, we know the way to go because we've done this all already. It's all ready for us. I mean, they might eat her too. But do you think Heligan's creepy stalker love for this woman will overweigh his desire for delicious man flesh? Yeah, I don't think there's anything over here except the squelchy moss mud. As long as I live, I don't think I'll ever forget him calmly eating the boy meat while the guy explains his plan. Clearly zoned out and not listening to a word of it. Just, yep, boy meat. Okay, sneak. Hide in the bushes.
Ow! There are some stones here.
Well, we've got stones now. An endless mission of feeding people to cannibal babies. Maybe Heligan's going to be an enforcer now. He's going to source people from Scotland Yard. Like, I'm assuming they have cells at Scotland Yard. I don't know if it's that kind of police station. But he can get people arrested for crimes and then disappear them. Or say, like, oh, it was self-defense, I had to kill them. And then feed them to the boy meat butchers. The screams. Sorry. I just, again, just remembering that scene of all the screams. Okay, this is clearly timed, so we're gonna wait until he goes that way. And jump over here.
Stop right there! Hey, what is that?
A
Leave
woman?
me alone, you bastards!
Well, there's no need to be that upset. What are you doing here, sweetheart? Are you looking for something? She got through the hole in the fence.
Oh, little lady. You shouldn't have done that. Now, Lord
I don't like
Sinclair
any of
will
this
have a
dialogue.
surprise guest for his dinner tonight.
What? What are you going to do to me?
You'll find out.
They're actually gonna eat her.
Sweetheart.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, what do I do here then? Also, it's alt-tabbed me automatically, which seems bad.
Mr. Halligan. Oh, God,
Hi.
I'm so glad to see you. What are you doing here?
I'm preparing dinner.
You're having dinner with Lord Sinclair? That bastard got me locked
He's
in
full
here.
on
I really
cannibal!
don't want to have dinner with someone like that.
You're not being asked.
What? Mr. Halligan? Is everything all right with you?
Come with me, Miss Turner.
Where?
I
Into the
love that he's
garden.
evil now! Because he was always evil!
Garden? Mr. Halligan?
They subverted
What
my
are you talking
expectations. He
about?
was always
What's wrong
evil.
with you?
Come with me, Miss Turner. Dinner will be ready soon. And you will be our guest of honor.
He knew something was... The skeletonized body of Melanie Turner was found in a forest near London a few days later. They ate her! Yes! He doesn't like her that much. Detective Brent Halligan has been listed as missing. He was last seen leaving his Scotland Yard department. This is a bad ending, apparently. Fucking hell. He just ate her! Oh, I already am tempted to go like that's the canonical ending, but we will obviously play more. Let's go. In here. What a game. Holy shit. I love that it's not like... Again, it's genuinely subverting expectations here in a good way. I love that it's not... Oh, you've brought me back from the brink. I can't believe I went temporarily insane. No, he just eats the fucker. It's like, yeah, I'm cannibal now. Let's go in.
Ow! There are some stones here.
Okay, you're far enough away. Now go.
Stop right there!
What the fuck? Oh, okay, I understand. Hang on. Skip past this, please. I don't have control of this right now. I have to go through the entire cutscene. I'm pressing the escape key as fast as possible. She just stands here. We get eaten. I need to use the stones.
Come.
Yep, she's dead. She doesn't look like she has that much meat on her. Although I guess a fully grown person, it's going to be enough meat for a dinner party at least. That's a lot of meat. Like, I would provide a lot of meat, but she'd provide enough. Jesus. Okay, fine. Load game. Boy meat. Back in here. Let's not get caught this time. Because I don't want to go through that cutscene again.
Ow! There are some stones here.
Could you be less loud? Okay, throw this over here.
What was that?
Let's have a look.
What were they? Then when they go over, we go here. And then in here. God, I'm good at games. Look at that. It's a mighty fine bush over there.
Must have been a bird or something.
Must have been the wind.
Oh no! Where am I now? This is like being in a ghost train. That must be Lord Sinclair's study.
What a fucking strange line. This looks nothing like a ghost train, in fact. Oh, and there is an altar with blood on it. That's a bit ghosty.
Ugh, that looks like blood.
Fair enough.
What's that? An altar?
And lots of symbols.
What's that?
I recognise that symbol from your office, so you should.
A pentagram. A druid's foot would suit Lord Sinclair better.
A druid's... is that a thing? Hang on. I'm going to look up on my phone, druid's foot, and if I see fetish art, I'm blaming this game. Druid's foot. I'm seeing drawings of feet. And there's some sort of herbal medicine called Druid's Foot. Oh, there's this thing, which is a sort of pentagram. It looks like Druid's Foot Gothic Witch Star sticker, Satan Hell car sticker from some shop. Which is it says the shop is German. Is this a German thing? It's like a pentagram, but with like two interlocking triangles that look kind of overlap each other. I think this might be German, particularly. And nowhere else. Can I move this around? This looks like it. Yeah, there we go. Turn it. Oh, God. What the fuck? Okay, everybody needs to be hunting down this boy. I think. And then... oh no! What is this? It's just a pentagram. It's also called a Drudenfuss. That'll be it. Germans, explain yourself. I mean, I've seen it in tattoos before. The fuck is this? So it like ticks this guy around. I just heard something unlock. Through completely random clicking. I think I might have just done something. I heard like a... there's a puzzle as well? Can I click anything? I don't think I can click anything. Doesn't appear to... okay, fine. What about... the desk?
Skull. How can I take this heavy thing with me? You could knock somebody out with that. How can I take his desk?
Then knock someone out with it.
Expensive and weird somehow.
It just looks like a desk. I'm sorry, I'm not with you on that.
His desk.
Open the
Looks
drawers.
expensive and weird somehow.
Oh, look at these skulls. It's a bit much. I know goths like skulls, but come on.
Are these skulls real?
Probably.
Looks like it.
Can't take
Are
any.
these skulls?
What about this cauldron? I think I'd like a cauldron. Imagine. Oh, imagine the amount of soup you could make. The amount of soup and stews that I consume is withheld only by the size of the pots and saucepans and stuff that I have. Imagine a cauldron bubbling full of soup or stew. It would be incredible. Can I take these bones?
Bones. These are definitely human bones.
use them as drumsticks for a big drum. Just because it looks funny. I don't know what opened. Was the door locked and we unlocked it or something? Oh, Jesus! Sorry, we just cast a magical spell. Exclamation mark quote soup. We've barely talked about cum is the one that returns. Well then, I guess that would be femboy Hooters. You could probably get some, you know, special seasoned soup. Lusting after a big vat of stew is incredibly Irish. What does this do? Maybe if we put some blood in there or something? Chowder? Am I actually about to say this? I don't think... I associate chowder with fish, and I don't think fish and cum would go together. I think cum would probably go quite well with, like, desserts, but I don't really like desserts. Like, you know, in the same way that salted caramel people like a lot. I think it would go more with, like, an ice cream or some, oh, God, cum on jelly. No thanks. But, like, you know, I think it would go nicer with sweet stuff. A milkshake. I know that, you know, you could make jokes, but a milkshake I think would be good. A sauce for meat. Maybe red meat. I think red meat might work, like, as a sort of steak sauce. I was thinking use it for a bechamel. There's a cookbook you can buy. Hang on. It's probably on Amazon. Cooking with cum book. Natural Harvest. There we go. There's also a website. There's a Cooking with Cum website. Natural Harvest cum-based recipes. 4.5 on Amazon.be. Is that the Belgians? Are they really fucking with cum? 4 out of 5 on Goodreads. Semen is not only nutritious, but also has a wonderful texture and amazing cooking properties. It's complex and dynamic. Ask me anything. I'm a best-selling author of a cum cookbook. Right. It's $22.30. That's expensive. I guess I've never bought a cookbook. That might be normal. Yeah, you can go online and find some. I made every recipe in that cookbook on YouTube. Right, closing that. These cannibals just need to get the placenta from women that just given birth and amicable... Yes, exactly. I think you could do some ethical cannibalism. Just somebody's getting an arm lopped off because it's been mangled in an accident or something. Could I have it, please? They're rich enough. They could offer life-changing amounts of money for it. Placenta. People eat placenta all the time. I think those people are strange, but they do. It's a common thing. You can work around it if you're a cannibal. Same with vampirism. I was playing a vampire game earlier, and I may have talked about these exact same things. Looking forward to that coming up on YouTube this week at some point. Right, what am I doing here?
Damn, it's locked.
Actually, I spent a whole, like, 10 minutes talking about ethical, you know, supposed ethical vampirism in a game I played for YouTube this morning. I didn't once mention periods. I mentioned perverts, but I didn't mention periods. What an oversight on my part. Can I leave? Is it locked? Did she say that already? It's locked. Okay, well, I still don't know what the hell I just did with that thing. To be expected. I don't know if I'm moving this the right way. Yes, that clicks. And it only clicks on one notch. It only clicks there. Does that count as dairy? Yeah, that would be like a vampire dairy, but as long as it's all consensual, as long as you get a vampire pervert. You know, go to Tumblr or something and go like, I'm a vampire. In this world, vampires are known about. Go, I'm a vampire. any horny freaks around, and all of the tumblers would go, yippee, drink me. I want to be woozy.
What's that? An altar?
Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck to do with it. What did I open?
His desk. Looks expensive.
I have no idea.
Somehow.
Did I look at this painting? Ah! Okay. Oh no. Okay, hang on. We need to find... Oh, I've tabbed out accidentally. Please don't crash. It's crashed. Fuck, this game is unstable. This game is a fucking nightmare. Right. Back in. Any Baldur's Gate 3 fan will volunteer as tribute. I spaced out. Are we on Com or Furians? Why not both? No, don't mix those. Oh, Christ, where were we? I think it was still on boy meat. Okay, fine. Let's make this real quick. Luckily, we haven't really fucking done anything. Game is rejecting commentary. People are afraid to face, you know,
Ow.
bodily
There are
truths.
some stones here.
Mm-hmm. Wait till he comes over, then throw the stone over here. They'll run off, and then we'll all be fine. Commentary.
Stop! Stop right there! Hey,
You know
what's
what?
that?
Leave me alone.
Well.
It's going to be
There's
quicker
no
to
need to
close
be that
down the
upset.
entire game than sit through this
What are you
cutscene.
doing here, sweetheart? Are you looking for something?
I
She got through the hole in the fence.
Oh.
Okay, here's a fun fact.
You shouldn't
I've
have
closed
done
down the
that.
game.
Now Lord Sinclair will have a surprise guest for his
Can you
dinner
tell?
tonight.
I can't.
What are you going
The
to
game is
do
no
to
longer
me?
on the taskbar.
You'll find out soon enough, sweetheart.
Okay, now it's stopped. The game was completely closed down there. Just kept playing the fucking audio. Right, back in. Don't get caught by the boys. I guess they have to be turned around so I can throw the stone. This is a very irritating piece of gameplay. And it's the first, like, end game state we've found.
Ow.
Okay, do it now while he's
There's
turned
some
around. Do it
stones
now.
here.
Do it now. Wonderful. Perfect.
What was that?
Let's have a look.
Who's there? Who's there? Probably some woman. You know how they are. Perfect. What are you gonna do with me? Ooh.
Stop right there!
Are you fucking joking? How?
What is that?
Leave me alone, you bastards!
Well. There's no need to be that upset. Are you?
You not-
I'm so angry. I'm begging for it to crash now. Yep, get eaten by him.
Mr. What? You're bad. Well,
When I said I wanted you to eat me out, this wasn't what I had in mind. Do you think they eat the genitals? I've heard that the genitals are not good to eat. That German cannibal, Armin Muse, he said it was not nice. He said it was too tough and that they... Although, I think... It always makes me feel so sad when I read about that, because apparently they burned it a little bit. If you've only got the one. If you were going to lop off your penis to eat it with somebody, you'd want it to be cooked really nicely. No, don't fucking save over it, you insane person. There. But apparently it wasn't very good, because it's all cartilage and stuff, right? It's and erectile tissue. There's not a lot of meat on a penis.
ow. There
Okay.
are some stones here.
He needs to be turned around, but not far away like he is now. He needs to be turned around, but about here. Then we'll have the time. Fucking hell, this puzzle. I mean, it's not even really a puzzle. He stops here, then he'll turn around.
What was that?
Let's
There.
have a look.
Now that should give me enough time. Go here. Run. I assume it was more about the act than the taste. It would have been nicer if it was good. But
Stop right there!
What?
Hey,
What?
what is that?
Leave me alone, you bastards!
What the she
Oh, you
But why?
What are you...
What do you? Why? But why? But why did it? What? Why? Second bush first. The first time I didn't go second bush. I think you went the long way around the bush the first time. But why did it work the first time then? I do hope his partner enjoyed himself. That's the thing. I mean, I'm not gonna kink shame anyone, but if they already cut it off. Like, even if you were really turned on by eating your own penis, you can't really do much about it at that point. It's not, you know, there's nothing left, right? It's really a one and done thing. Very odd. Right, we'll stand here.
Ow! There
Yeah,
are some stones
okay,
here.
fine. Can I go to the second bush? I don't know. I think so. Maybe. But fine. Whatever. We'll see. It's 90% in the head. You can still have a good time. Don't be ableist. I guess it's like, he's never gonna finish again.
What was that?
But that's fine. I guess. As long as you're having fun. Go. Now go. Run. Now I'm in. I don't know what the fuck was happening.
Nothing to be seen.
Yeah.
Just not physically
No.
finishing.
Where am
Sort
I
of a
now?
mind-gasm.
This is like being in a ghost train. That must be Lord Sinclair's study. A pentagram. A
Is this
druid's
what those
foot
people
would
who
suit
are
Lord
into
Sinclair
HFO
better.
are into? Right, let's close this. No, not close this. Let's just finish this. This needs to be at the bottom for some reason. Maybe I should not do this first. Maybe I should figure out what the fuck it opens first. Like, that's the magical thing. Also, save. Save over boy meat. Yes. Then open this thing. This doesn't
Clear
open.
picture.
Oh, this opens the safe at all. I understand. So then click this over. Now I'll be able to open the picture. Now I just need the combination. What do we think the combination is? I have no clue.
His desk.
He said something
How
about a
can I take
paperweight.
this heavy thing. His desk. Looks
Can I
expensive.
read his files? Can you shut up,
Weird
by the way?
somehow.
Maybe it's this. Like, maybe it's something to do with this? Like, this is the code, and, like, maybe these altar things will tell me what it is? Like, okay, hang on. Vertical waves. Horizontal peaks. Campfire. Horizontal lines. Vertical wavies. Horizontal squigglies. Campfire. Horizontal lines. And then follow it in this order. So, oh, cry, I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay. Oh, it's air, water, fire, earth. You're right, I think. That would be air, fire, water, earth. So say air, fire, water, but I don't. Are those ascribed to numbers? Like, is this 1, 2, 3, 4, or is it the other way around, or is it like 1, 2, 3, 4, air, water, fire, earth, and then this would be the code, so it would be like 1, 3, 2, 4. Is this the puzzle? So like 1, 3. Or maybe it's how many steps you go. 2, 4. That did nothing. Wait, can I go back? Oh, I can go back and forward. Okay, fine. So 1, 3, 2, 4. That's not it. Okay, fine. So maybe this is the one that says the numbers. This could be totally off, by the way. So it would be Earth is 1. No, sorry. Air is 1. Fire is 2. Water is 3. And Earth is 4. So then the order on this is 1, 3, 2, 4. No. Fine. Then I don't know what the fuck to do. Because that was my best option. Hint, because I've been in this room until I want to go insane. Maybe it's, I don't know, it could be like the amount of skulls, it could be the amount of femurs, maybe something is scratched on the skulls. Maybe it's something on the painting. Something about the magical fucking urn that's there. Back into Firefox, please. Just to see, out of interest, how angry this is going to make me. Sorry, the last page I had up was obviously Cooking with Amazon. Sinclair Mansion. What's the 5-point star puzzle all about? We figured it out. How can I open the safe? If you haven't found the safe, solve the star puzzle. Done. We're geniuses. Clicked through it. Look at the painting. The star, moon, and skull are in a specific position for a reason. So it's just the painting. It's not any of this complicated stuff. It's... Oh, Christ. I can't even... Can I close this? There we go. So it's 1... Or it's... Oh, Christ. So it's that, and that. So that would be like... That, maybe, or that. Fucking turn! That. And that? That work? No. Maybe it's... Fucking... Jesus Christ. Maybe it's this. This.
Voila!
Whatever.
Open.
Whatever. I only pressed 2 on that round. Whatever.
This is the amulet of transformation.
Hey, we got it back!
Mr. Blake talked about.
It's got the fire symbol on it.
Really important for Lord Sinclair.
Exposition story about cannibalism?
The parchment is full of runes.
Runes. I cannot read that because I don't know what language it is. Something of something, I assume. You could puzzle it out, I'm sure.
A single word.
You're like an antiquarian. Run! Escape! They're gonna eat you! Melanie, they're gonna eat you! He's still gonna eat you!
God, what a relief.
Yes!
What was that for?
Yes!
What
Yes,
are you
Anakin!
hitting me?
You've gone full freak!
What are you doing here?
Stop it! What's the matter with you? Don't you recognize me?
Kill him with the skull!
Brent, stop it!
She's very slowly getting the skull.
Brent, you bloody idiot.
Oh, he was always going to be like this. If you couldn't see this coming from the second you met him.
Oh.
No, don't snap him out of it or whatever. He's eaten so much boy meat already.
What happened?
Brent, is that you? Do you recognize me?
Did
Of course I
faint?
recognize you. Bloody hell, what's going on?
Are we
Oh my
meant to
God,
expect
I'm
that
feeling
fainting made him a cannibal?
Everything's spinning.
I had to hit you over the head. You were acting like a madman.
Wait, I just have to get it together for a moment. Oh, Melanie, you can't imagine what I've gone through here.
You've eaten lots of men. So what the fuck are we meant to expect to happen there? Except that he fainted because he saw that screaming man getting his legs and arms removed and eaten in front of him. And that made him Cannibal Boy. Like evil Cannibal Boy. Or was it the delicious taste of man meat that changed him into Cannibal Boy? Or is he just lying now? Because I was giving the game so much credit that, like, this guy is so obviously an evil fuckhead that obviously he'd be like, yeah, okay, I'll have the evil druid power. And that we were going to get, like, a cool person who has morals instead of him. And for the second half of the game, we were going to be playing Melanie. No, maybe they're still subverting. Maybe this will all be a ruse, and in 5 or 6 minutes he'll go, I was just joking, you bitch, and then hit her with the skull. But I hope not. I hope... Oh, please. Just make him evil. The game is so obviously evil. What happened?
What happened?
You threatened me. You tried to kill me.
I did what?
You tried to kill me, Brent. You hit me. Don't ever do that again. Do you understand?
Melanie, I didn't know what I was doing. I can't even remember hitting you.
Oh, God, Brent. What's this Sinclair done to you?
All Sinclair has done to me is made me faint and then filled my belly with delicious boy meat. Tender, supple, nubile boy meat. Oh, you couldn't imagine, Melanie. You couldn't imagine how good it tastes. Think of the most mouth-watering steak you've ever had, and then triple it. Fill it full of boy anguish.
How did you get here anyway? Have you been here long?
I got your message. Can't you remember? I thought you might need help out here.
Oh, right. The copy.
I had a look around the room, Brent, and I found the amulet Mr. Blake mentioned on the
Yippee,
phone.
let's go.
Where?
Don't
It
ask
was
me
in
what I ate.
Sinclair's safe, together with a parchment.
So Sinclair had it. I'm sure Mr. Blake will be interested.
Don't
in
ever
that.
try to kill
Now,
me again.
Tell me what's been happening here, Brent. What's Sinclair up to?
I saw how this Lord Sinclair killed somebody. We didn't actually see him kill anybody. We saw a lot of screaming and a lot of blood. And he didn't have any arm or leg left. But he wasn't dead, technically.
Melanie, I saw how this Lord Sinclair killed somebody.
What? When did you see that? And where?
Last night, here on the estate. Sinclair caught me immediately after my arrival.
A tasty
and had me locked
nugget,
up. I could
exactly.
hear
Maybe he was
screams
just
while I
making
in
him
that
into a
room.
nugget. And they were
Horrible
sort of
screams. I escaped
breaking
and ran
his
outside
mind
to
while
the
doing
forest
it.
behind the estate.
So he'd be
And
more
there
pliable.
I saw it.
What did you see?
Sinclair and some other men. They wore habits, and they were just about to cut a living human being into pieces.
It was a bit past that.
Sickle.
That can't be true.
I saw it with my own eyes, Melanie. It was horrible.
Oh, God. And what happened to you? Why didn't you recognize me?
Hypnotized by flesh. You know, the standard thing. It must have had something to do with the food. So you remember eating the boy meat. So you weren't hypnotized or anything while you were asleep. You weren't in a trance because of the fainting. You were fully awake when you ate that meat, despite knowing 100% that they were cannibals. Because you've been told like 40 times so far that they're cannibals. And he implied that they were cannibals, and you saw them carving them up like a cow. You still ate the meat willingly. And then it hypnotized you because of how delicious it is.
It must have had something to do with the food.
What food?
Sinclair and his friends invited me to their dinner. The food did something to me. Anyway, Sinclair had no compunction in telling me all about the
So
circle.
you do
and about
remember
their
all of this. You were
future plans
lucid.
Over dinner. The circle wants to complete the ritual and to put a curse on the world which will make us all their slaves.
That's nonsense.
No, Melanie. You've seen what these people did to me. They're mad. And they are serious. I'm sure about that now.
What's going on in there? Open the door!
I'm just
Open it at
masturbating to the thought of boy
Brent,
flesh.
they're at the door. We have to leave.
Open
Oh, well,
the
that's
door!
normal. That's what we
Jack,
all do here.
Get the key!
Yeah, Melanie, I think you're right. We really should get out of here. And we should do it now. We made it.
Yes, thank God. We couldn't have taken it in that house even a second longer.
Everything all right with you?
Thank
Yes.
God our
I'm a
adventure
bit out of
succeeded.
breath. You, Brent?
My head is still throbbing a bit, but apart from that, I'm
That's
okay.
not the only
We
thing
have
that's
to go,
throbbing,
Melanie,
Brent.
now.
I can
Where?
see it
To
through
Mr.
your
Blake.
slacks.
If anybody can tell us something about the incidents in this house, he can.
Okay, let's move.
Mr. Blake, I'm glad you're here. There's a lot we need to tell you. We've experienced something simply incredible.
They're really scooting
Calm down,
through
Mr.
this.
Halligan. Let's discuss it all in peace and quiet. Perhaps you'd like to introduce me to the young lady?
Oh, of course. I almost forgot in all
Well
this
done, you
excitement.
escaped.
Mr.
Good
Blake,
job.
This is Dr. Melanie Turner from the Anthropological Museum in Oxford.
Oh, yes, of course. We spoke on the telephone.
That's right. Pleased to meet you at long last, Mr. Blake.
Now, what's been happening? Have you found out any more about the circle?
Any more? It's a nightmare, Mr. Blake.
Go on.
Wonderful. This is my girlfriend I nearly ate. He did eat her in one of the bad endings. Oh, this music. I forgot about it. Christ. These people eat flesh. I sure am lucky they also have meat around. You made a choice to eat boy meat. Don't eat me ever again. I can't quite tell if the game realizes how laughably evil Halligan is, or if it thinks he's likable and good, and we were like, oh no, our hero has been corrupted by the evil boy meat, instead of my reaction, which was, yeah, that makes sense. I'm glad they realized. I'm glad he realized what he is. All right, Steve, wait, they're German. All right, Gunter, we've got €100 left in the budget. Wrap this up. He's going to eat her in the good one, too. Oh. Oh, yeah, but he'll, she'll be moaning and holding the top of his head. And then there will be a comic biting sound, like in a cartoon. And then it'll cut to her face going, ah! And then it'll cut to black. That's how this is going to end. We found the amulet, by the way.
Mr. Blake, we found the amulet you were talking about. The amulet of transformation.
You found it? My God. Show me.
Crunch.
Yes, that's it. Where was it?
In a hidden safe. In the office of the leader of this ominous
I need to turn
circle.
down this music.
There was a parchment with it, with completely illegible signs on it. Here, take a look.
This is not quietly reading parchment music.
Did they make any sense to you?
Very unusual rooms. Take a look at this in peace. Go on with your story. You were saying you know who's
You'll have to
leading the
speak
circle?
up.
Who is it?
The circle is led by an aristocrat named Lord Sinclair.
The circle is led by an aristocrat called Lord Sinclair.
Lord Sinclair. Never heard of him. How did you find out?
Research. Scotland Yard observed the group for a while. There was an entry in the database, so I drove out to his place. It's a pretty pretentious estate on Winchester Street.
You drove out there all by yourself?
Yes.
That was rather careless of
How
you,
much
Mr.
boy
Halligan.
meat have you
You can say
eaten?
that again. He'd obviously
I
been
can see it in your
expecting me and
eyes.
had me locked up at once.
What happened next?
You've got the facial expressions of someone who's tasted that sweet, succulent, forbidden treat that we call boy meat. They all start drooling. I witnessed a murder taking place.
I witnessed a murder taking place.
Murder? On Sinclair's estate?
I saw them cutting the flesh from a human live body. You could just call that a guy. A human live body.
Yes, I saw them cutting the flesh from a human body. A live body.
With a sickle?
Yes.
I knew it.
I
What you
knew it.
witnessed was a
We
ritual for
knew
the
all
transfer
along, it
of
turns
life
out.
force. Were you seen?
I
Yes.
passed out. When I came to, I was sitting at a laid table with Sinclair and 4 other men.
Doing
Was
what?
there food on the table?
Yes, me.
You can't
You
be this
didn't
dumb.
eat any, surely.
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
I know. It was the victim's flesh, wasn't it?
Yes, You have taken part in the ritual, Mr. Halligan. How on earth did you manage to get away?
Miss Turner got me.
Why did you eat the
If it hadn't
boy
been for her, I
meat?
wouldn't be here now.
You're a brave woman, Miss Turner.
For a woman. She hasn't spoken yet, by the way. This game does not pass the Bechdel test. She is there as set dressing. What do we do now?
What do we do now?
Why don't we just send a police
Oh, she
contingent
speaks.
round there? You're a detective, Mr. Halligan, and Lord Sinclair is a murderer.
There won't be anything to find by the time they get there. Sinclair and his friends are no fools. They'll proceed as they've done in all the other cases. They'll just dump the bones somewhere to save the police hunting high and low for a corpse. Scotland Yard will file it away. End of case.
Yeah, but they could easily... I don't buy this at all. I don't buy anything that's happening. I don't buy that he didn't love the boy meat. But I don't really get the point of dumping the bodies in public parks. Unless that's part of the ritual in some way. But if it's to keep the police on a wild hunt so that they don't figure them out, they're like aristocrats. They wouldn't give a fuck. They could just pay anyone off. Also, they could just, I hate to say it, they could just abduct like homeless people and sex workers. Like all the serial killers did in the 70s. Nobody gives a fuck about them. So they could just take them and disappear people. Oh, they went missing. They probably, you know, drowned or got eaten by wolves or something. Like, you could just play it off like that. I don't buy this, like, dumping the bones somewhere and making up this serial killer angle. Have you found out what stopped the completion of the ritual 1,000 years ago?
Have you found out yet what stopped the completion of the ritual 1,000 years ago?
I've deciphered the text a little further, but some of the signs are just completely unknown to me.
I thought you said the amulet was important.
I thought you said the amulet was important to the ritual.
Yes, that's what the inscription says.
Yeah, but then everything's all right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got it. Let's just melt it down, then this nightmare will be over.
Mr. Halligan, you're forgetting the ritual has already taken place 1,000 years ago. It just didn't reach perfection. Only part of the power was transferred to the infants.
The babies.
The inheritors.
So they're 1,000 years old, but they are only
If this
about
amulet
70.
means so much to Sinclair, surely it must be needed for the perfection.
I'm not so sure about that. Sinclair may be interested in it for some other reason.
What makes you think that?
The title written on the parchment you gave me.
What does the title say? My diary. I love this amulet. I like it for sentimental reasons. Doesn't say anything about a ritual.
What does the parchment's title say?
Unless I'm very much mistaken, the text refers to a place known as 12 Bridges.
What kind of place is that?
12 Bridges is an abandoned complex near Glastonbury. The bridges are...
That is how an American would say that. They've got the accent right.
Refer to the place as the Gate of the Worlds.
Gate of the Worlds? What's that supposed to be?
You know, Mr. Halligan, the Celts did not regard reality and time as insurmountable facts. On the contrary, they regarded them as illusions, which man's laziness and ignorance made him incapable of overcoming. Celtic shrines were always special places that allowed them to leave the normality of everyday reality. Celtic myths...
I don't think you
claim that
can
12 bridges
talk
has
about
been
the
a
Celts in
consecrated
past
site
tense,
for
right? We're Celts.
millennia.
I think
A place where the
I'm a
body
Celt.
can step over into another time.
I think that's my ethnicity, technically. I don't know if you should be using the past tense here. You can say ancient Celts. Sure, why not? Someone who gets the vital artifact and instead of saying we must hide it somewhere, guard it with your life, he's all like, melt the bastard, job's done. That is refreshing. A gate to a journey through time. Oh god, am I going to go back in time 1,000 years?
You mean 12 Bridges is the gate to a journey through time?
That's an odd
According
way
to
of
the
putting
legend,
it.
Yes.
But nothing's ever been reported of such a journey.
Well, that doesn't make it
Haven't you read
impossible,
H.G.
does it?
Wells?
The place has not been closely examined so far. It's too dilapidated. Just entering the place is taking a very serious risk. Anyway, nobody really believes in time travel anymore these days.
What, you're saying there's an ancient Celtic ruin that is supposedly associated with time travel and no archaeologists have taken a look at it in 1,000 years. Cool.
Why would Sinclair keep a parchment about that place in his safe?
You see, Mr.
Plot
Halligan,
reasons.
that's what I've been wondering. If Sinclair knows the place and keeps a parchment about it hidden in his safe, wouldn't it be conceivable that journeys through time really are possible from 12 bridges?
You mean he wants to travel back in time?
No, not really.
He'd certainly be doing his best to make sure nobody else made that
That's
journey.
such
Maybe
a fucking
Sinclair wants to
wild
prevent
leap in
anyone from
logic.
traveling back in time and disturbing the ritual.
Why would anyone do that? And why would Sinclair be so
Then why wouldn't he
concerned
just
about it?
burn the parchment?
It's easy. No ritual, no inheritors. No inheritors.
No Lord Sinclair. I see.
Of course, these are just speculations.
Yeah, they're
As I
fucking
said,
dumb
Mr.
ones.
Halligan, we need the book from the
I
library.
know they're gonna be right,
I should
but
be
it's
able to
dumb.
tell you more when I've translated the parchment.
The last half an hour of this game has completely broken any pretense of making sense. Like, none of what he's saying makes any sense. Like, why would he have a parchment about time travel if time travel wasn't real? What the fuck are you talking about? There's no correlation between those two things. That's an insane thing to say, and it's going to be right. Why do they call the place 12 Bridges? Halligan. What do you think?
Why do they call the place 12 Bridges?
It's a very strange arrangement of 12 stone bridges. No one knows why they were built that way. They probably weren't the first thing that was erected there anyway. The current bridge array dates from the early Middle Ages. If, as I suspect, that place has been a Celtic shrine for centuries, there are bound to have been other structures there at some point.
Just sounds like a stop on the Victoria line. Thank you, Mr. Blake. I'll see what I can make of this. I guess I'm going to 12 Bridges.
Thank you, Mr. Blake. I'll see what I can make of it.
Good. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to call on me anytime you like.
Do you want to talk, woman? No? Are you still throwing a little strop about me trying to kill you? My breath reeking of boy meat. I cough up a piece of thigh-high sock. Have you been doing it again, Halligan? I promise I'll stop. I promise I'm over it. It's just social now. It's just a social thing. I don't need it anymore. Any plot dump and Dreya yawns. Well, it's not good plot.
Looks like he made this letterbox himself.
I mean, it's better than the puzzles, Christ. Okay, let's see if I can go to 12th Boy or whatever it was called. 12th Bridges? Not that I can see. Hang on. Hang on. Do I need to ask him where it is first? Because I imagine that's where I need to go. Ding, ding. Is she just going to stay with him? Maybe I am meant to talk to her. I only eat boys on evenings and weekends now. I only do it at the bar after a few drinks. No, I don't want to read.
A lot of...
I was elected to lead. Stop. You really don't want to speak to me. She's just icily staring straight
Hello,
ahead.
Mr. Blake. Hello, Melanie.
Hello, Brent. How could you just leave like that?
There was something I needed to see to.
I have quite a few things to see to as well. Shouldn't we discuss with Mr. Blake what's to be done next?
Yes, Mr. Halligan.
All right.
Yeah, I assumed it was gonna be go to 12 Bridges or whatever it's called. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, the music, Jesus Christ. Okay, game settings, music volume, fucking there. I hate this music track so much.
I thought you said the amulet was important to the ritual.
Yes.
Yeah, but then everything... Let's just...
Mister, it just...
Yeah,
But if
melt it
the amulet
down.
makes-
The time...
Can you read what's on the parchment? Cut to Blake's twink lover going insane in the corner on the piano. That's just Nigel, my house boy.
Can you read what the parchment says?
The signs resemble those on the inscription I'm working on, but I'm just not getting anywhere with it. All I've been able to make out of the parchment so far is the title. I need a special book to continue. The Celtic Orthographic System. by
Spaceball
Scott M.
style
Winfield.
humor. Oh, it
Oxford
is.
University Library should have it. Mr. Halligan, please get me a copy of that book. I believe the translation of this parchment is the key to Lord Sinclair's intentions.
Okay, fantastic. That's a lead. I remember laughing so hard as a kid during that bit where the satellite gets jammed and jam comes out of the screen in Spaceballs, and it's the machine going haywire, and then it cuts and it's just a guy doing the noise, the police academy man, Michael Winslow, whatever his name is. I imagine I'd find that really lame now, but I loved it as a child. I nearly died to comb. That is the funniest joke in that movie by a long way. Comb the desert, and then like 10 minutes later it cuts back and they're dragging a giant comb through the sand is incredible. That is like Blazing Saddles level funny in a Spaceballs movie, which is not very funny. It's like there's glimpses of brilliance still. Okay, fine. Let's go. We'll see what we can make of this.
Thank you, Mr. Blake. We'll see what we can make of this.
We're much obliged, Mr. Blake.
I
You
wish
coming with
both
me
the
now?
Best of luck. Take care of yourselves, and come back to see me soon.
I guess we're leaving. Are you coming with me? You are. You're probably making sure I
This thing
don't
is getting
overdose
more
on
and more
boys.
mysterious. I can't believe what Mr. Blake said.
We have to find out why this amulet is so important to Sinclair. Perhaps Mr. Blake is right, and the amulet is the key to preventing the
Hello,
ritual.
Emma.
I
Welcome.
expect we'll know more as soon as the translation of the parchment is finished. I have to go to Oxford, Melanie. I have to get the book for Mr. Blake.
Yes, of course, that's fine by me. I really need to check a few things at home. Where shall we meet later?
I'll get in touch with you as soon as I have any news. Okay?
All right, I'll be off then.
Okay, Melanie. See you later.
We're really not going to talk in-game at all about the fact that he ate a man, are we? Like, there's a couple of lines here and there about it, but he consumed at least a thigh's worth of a boy. And nobody's really acknowledging it. Everybody's just, like, talking around it. I guess they are English, so I guess it makes sense. Stop the vegan rant, for fuck's sake. It's I thought they'd make more of it, but I guess they are English, so it's all stiff upper lip, and they're like, oh, we'll repress this. I'm not going to talk about it ever again. On his deathbed, he'll mention it, and everybody will get really uncomfortable. But his tummy, absolutely laden with boy meat. Still, probably. Because it wasn't that long ago. Oh, this is new, by the way. Is this Oxford Library? I don't really know. They're like, happens to the best of us. Are all cannibals kinksters? Like, is it always a fetish for them? Or is it sometimes just that they really do like the taste? Because I can't imagine it's so good that you have to have it. It must be a kink thing. It must be like, I get off on eating people. It's a BMW. Do they say BMW or whatever it's called in Germany? Is that how they pronounce it? Because that would make me happy. Can I get into the... Am I supposed to break through the car? I noticed that the window's open a little bit, and I have a fishing line.
No, better not.
Okay, fine. That's what you do, right? You get like a line or a coat hanger or something, you scoop it in through there, and you pull up the lock in an old car like this that actually has the manual locking thing. And maybe in a new car as well. I'm not really sure what a car lock looks like anymore. I've never really driven a very new car.
A bicycle. The back tire's flat.
No. Finished my third and final uni year. All tests are done and my dissertation is done and handed up. You are finished. And free to mull over what comes next, which is also very stressful, to be honest. Oh, pigeons! Sorry, I just noticed the pigeons. Metal detectors. Do I have metal on me? I don't think I have a gun. Yeah, I should be fine. Yippee! I always get caught at metal detectors, despite not really wearing anything metal. Like, I'll take off rings, or, shoes and stuff like that, and I always have to get manually scanned. I must have something metal in me, but I can't imagine what it would be. Maybe during a surgery at some point, a doctor lost a watch. Or maybe I've just got a lot of iron in my blood.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a book.
Oh, how nice for you.
Quite.
Jesus.
Do you think you could help me?
Help you? Why?
You're also not trying the English accent, are you? Maybe canonically you're German. Jesus. I think a car just backfired outside my window. Because I've never been here before. Oh, because the book I'm looking for is rare.
Because the book I'm looking for is a rare one.
We may not even
Much
have
like
it
the
then.
boy meat I
Who
ate.
knows? Was there anything else, young man?
You don't seem to understand. I'm asking you to be good enough to assist me. I don't have much time, so if you would be so kind...
I'm not being paid for being kind, or for helping you.
I like her. I don't know why. Maybe I do know why. Fine. What I want to know is where I can find the Celtic literary system. I know why. That noise outside our window was terrifying, because you have issues. The German lady's being mean to me. And that's coming from me. Well, also, it's nice to see somebody being mean to Helligan, who is a fucking psychopathic freak, who I hope dies soon. I mean, I thought the worst thing he was going to do in this game was steal change from that homeless man after poisoning him. But no, eating a boy is pretty bad. All I want to know is where I might find the Celtic literary system. What, like Ogham? Ogham stones? The Celts didn't really write shit down, at least here.
All right. All I want to know is where I might find...
She should be careful she doesn't get ate. Depends on what type.
Say. With all these books, you surely can't expect me to know off by heart where they all are.
It's something about the voice. I don't know, sorry, I'll stop. How many books are in there?
How many books are there in here?
About 543,000, the magazines included.
Great. And I've got to look through them all?
Is this the
They're probably
first time
coded.
you've been to a library?
Okay.
No, of course not.
Have you tried the computer yet?
I don't know what a computer is. I'm no expert on computers. I'm from the past. I'm just like Columbo. It's like those weird later episodes of Columbo where Columbo interacted with like CDs and it's all weird and wrong.
Actually, I'm no expert on computers.
That, I'm afraid, is not my problem. We have special courses that teach people how to use the computer.
Are you the
When
teacher?
do they take place?
At the beginning of every semester.
But I can't possibly wait that long. I've come here all the way from London.
In that case, I suggest you make the most of your stay here and teach yourself how to use the computer.
Yes, miss.
I'll see what I can do by myself then.
You do that.
He would have been eaten regardless, and also he had a good life. Lots of green grass. He was a free-range boy. What a bitch. That's literally her job, to help people in the library. True, but also she can see Halligan coming from a fucking mile off. Right, let's go, I suppose. Anything else you can give me?
Again. Haven't you found your book yet?
No. How could I? Look, I'd really appreciate your helping me.
You repeat yourself, young man.
You should put that mouth to better use. That's too far. Too far. I'll see what I can do by myself then. Why don't I have a word with your employer? That's a bit Karen-y. Why are you sitting fear for if you won't even help me? Why don't you just come along and give me a hand? You're not that busy right now anyway. I thought it was your job. There we go. For fuck's sake.
I thought it was your job to give people like me information.
Don't think you can tell me what my job is.
It was an obvious question.
Look, young man, my job is to answer questions the computer can't answer. Have you asked
Threaten
the computer
her.
yet?
No, I'll go ask the computer then.
No.
Well then, go to the computer and check the database.
Fine.
I'll see what I can do by myself then.
You do that.
Want to see Emma fight the librarian? I guess we'll go to the computer. Do you know where the computer is? I'm bad at navigation as well. Where's the computer? Well, we can look at the exhibits. I don't know if this is what Oxford Library looks like.
I'm pretty sure this isn't the book Blake meant.
Probably not. Be nicer, I ate people like you for breakfast.
Somehow I don't think this is the book Blake was talking about.
No. I don't know what that is. Might be like a chivalric romance or something.
I'm reasonably sure this isn't the book that Blake was talking.
Just looks like receipts. I once got into an argument with a librarian when I was 12 because she didn't want to give me a teen werewolf romance book. Too old for you. That's fucked. I love how absolutely no one cares that Halligan's a police officer. Well, he's so sleazy and horrible. It looks like Wine Slut, the graphic novel. I'd get that. Right, this way. Maybe if there's a computer on in here. She didn't even give me directions. She was like, figure it the fuck out yourself. Bitch. Can you move? They don't just have one computer, do they? Oh, I guess it is the 90s.
Excuse me, sir. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Are you going to be long? I need to use that computer. No one gets in between a tween and their wolf smut. I did because she insisted I was late with a Mariah Carey CD. She didn't believe I never borrowed one. I was so mad. How could she think I listened to Mariah Carey? I was about to say, you don't strike me as a Mariah Carey type. Are you going to be long? I need to use the computer.
Are you going to be long? I need to use the computer.
Just a minute. I won't be long.
I was reading the book behind the shelf secretly. I thought it was shit, but well, I was realizing I liked guys. That's very sweet. I mean, I read a few of those as a kid just because they were around. Not really a teen one, but my mum loved that sort of shit. Like, borderline pornographic, like, werewolf, vampire, romance novels, basically. I believe they're termed dark fantasy now. Like, I read a book called Bitten when I was a kid, and it was awful, but it was basically about a woman going around having sex with like 15 werewolves. A woman of culture. And I was like, this is terrible. What's your research all about?
What's your research all about? Hello?
What in heaven's name is it?
What is your research all about?
What are you shouting for, young man? Don't
Fuck
you know
off.
you're expected to keep your voice down in a library? I'm studying the principle of chaos in the scriptures. I need these results to support my theory.
I don't want to help him with his research. There's a book on my to-be read about a woman who falls in love with a door. I once saw at least the cover of some sort of erotic manga where a guy has sex with a lock, but the lock is an anthropomorphized anime girl. Like the keyhole. That seemed odd. That seemed very niche and specific.
Couldn't I help you with your research?
No, that's not possible. The subject is simply far too complex. I don't even quite understand what results my research may lead to myself yet.
So you're not going to let me use the computer on. I'm a jar. Ooh.
So you're not going to let me use the computer?
No, I'm sorry. I can't. My work is extremely urgent. Why don't you take
I'm
a
a
look in the
cop!
card index box?
But I'll never find anything in there.
Whatever. I need this computer, and that is that.
I can't even remember how the argument ended. I think she just said no, and should she tell my parents when they came to collect me? She didn't tell them, but that shut me up. Right. Why does that sound familiar? Bloody hell, I've been in the internet for too long. That's fucked. Like my parents would not have given a fuck about what I read for the first point, because I think my parents were very much in the school of we don't care, and also reading is by default good, which is obviously silly. Like, some books are terrible, but they were like, it doesn't really matter what's in the book. Like, my dad would recommend me books that were not age appropriate. Fucking very bloody fight scenes and sexual assaults and shit in them, and torture, but like, yeah, they didn't care at all. Your mum would have been like, "Ooh, here you go, more." They were not like, they didn't really care, basically. You're planning a big publication?
You're planning a big publication?
Yes, I am.
Very
I will teach
laissez-faire.
my rivals. The Hastings Principle will go down in history. I'm working on volume 14 at the moment.
Fuck me.
Of how many?
32.
And you turned out never mind. I'm confiscating this Computron.
This is taking far too long. I'm confiscating this computer for my investigations.
Oh, you're a policeman. Are you threatening me? Are you trying to encroach upon the freedom of science? I'm sure that my friend, the Dean of the Faculty of Law, will be very interested to hear that. What was your name again?
Fine.
All right then, Professor. I've got work to do.
Good. Make yourself useful. Carpe diem, I always say.
I don't think they would have been mad about the book, but about arguing with the librarian. And I would have been embarrassed that they would know I liked boys, because I was still at the boys are gross stage. Aww. I mean, most boys are gross, so that's fair.
Which one?
Fuck me, I don't know.
Be sorted by author.
Oh, it's like Dewey Decimal or some nightmare.
Which one? Books, books, books.
Books,
There must be
books,
thousands
books.
of books in here.
Can I find another Computron, or am I going to have to kill this old man? Oh, Jesus Christ. I have a nail, like a jam a nail into his fucking eye socket and lobotomize him. Then he'd be able to do his research.
A ladder for reaching the top rows.
Okay.
A ladder for reaching the top books, books, books.
Books, books, books. Sorry. Let me use the computer. I eat boys. I need to look up special websites. Special illegal websites about boys. Homosexuality has been decriminalized for years. I don't mean those kind of websites.
The Roman monetary system and fiscal policies. At least 10 copies.
You're just going to steal a book from the library. Do you have a copy of Unhinged? Can I interact with any of this? It's another ladder.
For reaching the top rows.
Can I take the ladder? I mean, that would be silly. Well,
a ladder for
another
reaching the
ladder.
top rows.
Oh, you're gonna love how to solve this riddle. Yeah, I can already tell this might be hint territory again.
Table.
A table. Can I take a lamp?
Table. A table.
Can I shine the light in his eyes? Use book on old computer guy. Okay, I mean, hang on.
That's the book. The Roman monetary system and fiscal policies. Must be a bestseller.
I might actually just slap him in the back of the head. Slap him in the back of the head with this.
It won't work like that.
What the fuck did I just do? Could I maybe tell that sexy librarian somebody's stolen a book? And she'll, like, kick him to death. Hang on. That might be something. Miss! 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 I saw somebody steal! Miss!
You again? Haven't you found your book yet?
No. How could I? Look, I'd really appreciate your helping me.
You repeat yourself, young man.
I saw somebody put a book in their coat and try and steal it. No. Okay, fine. Hint, his car is parked outside. Oh my god.
It was your job to give
you
people
did
like
mention
me
his car.
Don't.
It was.
Look, have you...
No.
Yes, but it's occupied.
Oh, this is new.
Oh, Professor Hastings, I presume.
I don't know the man's name.
Professor Hastings spends a lot of time researching. He sometimes sits in front of that computer for days. Looks like you'll have to wait.
But he just pisses himself in the seat? Okay.
I'll see what I can do by myself.
You do that.
I could maybe break into his car. Like, set off the car alarm, and then he goes out to the car. And then when he leaves, all the books are probably tagged, so it's like, whee! wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. And then the hot librarian comes over and tears out his throat. You took the book, so I will take your life.
It's locked.
It's locked.
Definitely a BMW.
Yeah, I can see that. That's fine. Can I pick the lock?
No, I would only scratch everything.
Key is fucking car. Probably not the answer to use the key. Alright, fine. I don't... Kick it? Can I just kick it? Kick it really hard? Set off the car alarm.
Definitely a BMW.
German pride. Ooh, alarm protected. There we go.
Alarm protected.
Wonderful.
Aha. Alarm protected.
Was this game sponsored by BMW? Because it's very prominent. It's funny, that trashy teen romance book stage only lasted a month when I was 12. When I was an actual teen, I found that stuff gross and uninteresting. I never even read Twilight when it was huge. Twilight, I think my mum read Twilight because, again, she liked that sort of thing, but I never did. I think I was, even at the time, I was like, nah, it's too young for me. Can I...
It's locked.
How do you set off a car alarm? I was so frighteningly into Twilight. Oh no. I did see that post, that 4chan green text or whatever. Hang on, see if I can find it. Save game. Call it 09 Hot Librarian. Tab out, just in case it crashes. Mightn't. It's always a chance, it's fine. Say, Twilight reverse gender green text. Anon finally understands the Twilight hype. There we go. Stephanie Meyer apparently wrote a book that was a remake of Twilight, but with every character's gender swapped. So now it's a story about a sullen loser high school boy who gets stalked and pressured into a relationship by a borderline psychotic vampire girl that's internally struggling with her desire to fuck him outweighing her desire to eat him, who then protects him from an even more predatory vampire girl who wants to torture and eat him. Then she later gets into a feud with a muscular, athletic werewolf girl that's also in love with him. And then it's just, this, I get it now. I feel bad for making fun of Twilight all these years. What the fuck happened to me? So I do sort of get it now, I guess. Plain girl has to pick between bestiality or necrophilia. I guess necrophilia, right? That sounds less shit than the original. It's exactly the same plot, just gender swapped. Right, there we go. I do remember that coming out. I never read it, and it did crash. Thank God I saved. Load game, Hot Librarian. How am I going to set off an alarm? I can't even go there. It's so tightly packed away in my little brain. That's why it sounds better. Reject gender norms. The gender swap changes it a lot. The power dynamics are all different. I guess, I mean, I've said this before when we were playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. Pathetic boys, angry women. It works. Did I ever go into this room? In the back? Dreya gets it now. Oh, it's so fucking huge in here. That's ridiculous. And there's so many shelves. Oh my god. It's like a fucking maze. I like the music.
They don't seem to be sorted by author.
That seems deranged. But I've never been in a university library for long enough or searching in depth enough to know how they do actually sort it. Nope, that's all just the same. Oh! Well, what do I have in my inventory? I've got the book. He's got a book in his pocket. And I've picked up nothing else from here. What would set off a fucking car alarm? If you threw a cat at it? Oh, I love this music. It's like classical meets jazz. It rocks. This is great. Library at Oxford. I'm clicking on it. The wolf mating with the baby vampire was very problematic. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. It's like broken sword music. I've never played it. How can I find a book in this library? When will the professor leave the Computron? His black BMW is parked outside. We know that. He will leave if the alarm goes off, but leaving's not enough. You want him to be detained. We figured all this out. This is fine. How do I fucking get him off? Not get him off. How do I get him out? How do I get him off so he's too sleepy to continue on the computer? How can I trip the car alarm? That's what we actually want to know. You need to reach the button on the door to pull it open. Oh. I was right. You do need, like, a coat hanger or a wire. But guess where that was? It's not the fishing line. We tried the fishing line. That would make so much more sense. What we have to do is this. I'm just going to go do it. You can see with me. I still wouldn't like it, to be honest. I very rarely like romance stories. But when I do, the couple is very goo and sweet and wholesome. Not one dominating the other, just not my bag. I like couples that make me go, aw. It's like you. It's why you loved Henry and Hens. Henry and Hens. That is not what I meant to say. Henry and Hens. Because they're quite sweet at the end. When he's not being a brat. We need to go back to Lord Sinclair's house. Go over to the side. And look in the grass underneath this hedge.
A bit of wire from Sinclair's fence.
Kill me now. They become one of my favourites. Tara and Willow, Morticia and Gomez. That's more my type. Very goo. It's the only piece of wire in the world, you see. And you couldn't just loop the end of a piece of fishing line, which we have. Obviously. That would be insane. I hate you so much. I don't even see it. They didn't even bother animating his fucking body. Ooh, that was very satisfying, that chunk. Lovely.
Professor Hastings,
Get
what are you
fucked!
doing?
Who? Me? Nothing. I must be off to my car. My alarm just went off.
Professor, what's that book you're carrying?
Book? I don't have a book. Please don't joke now, Mrs. Owen.
Kill him!
I have to see to my car.
Smother
this
him to death or something. Kill him.
How the devil? That's
And then
impossible.
kill me,
I
please.
didn't take this book.
Then how did it get there?
There must be some mistake. A very regrettable mistake, Mrs. Owen. I assure you.
I like your nerve, Professor Hastings. You steal a book and then try to deny the whole thing ever happened. I'm very disappointed in you.
Oh.
Mrs. Owen, you've known me for 20
Sorry, I need to
years
control
now.
myself.
You ought to know that I'd never...
All I know is that I'm going to have to put this on record. Please come along over here to the issuing counter, Professor. You will have to fill in a form.
Get off the fucking computer now. Good. I love how you have to commit crimes as a police officer to do your job because no one respects you. Oh, he looks so sad. Fantastic, we're done. Now I can use the Computron. Rest of the time I'm usually like romance and stories, not for me. It's fine. Yeah. I think it's weird that there is always, in every, like, stupid action movie, there's always a romance subplot. Like, it's just mandatory. I don't really get it. I don't know why that became a thing. Like, everything has to have romance in it. I imagine, a lot like how... I mean, this is going to be such a stupid fucking comparison. If you go vegan, you realise fairly quickly just how ever-present meat is in our society. In terms of advertising and on TV and just everywhere. Like, there's huge billboards for it everywhere, constantly. And you don't really notice it when you do eat meat. If you're aromantic, I imagine it's fucking weird watching any show or movie or reading any book. Like, you must notice it so strongly. Like, why is it in fucking everything? Right, in here, please. Computer. Listen to the nice jazz. Can you use a computer? I hate when I watch movies or shows and reach the, oh, they'll become a couple part about 15 minutes in. Just let them be friends, but they never do. Exactly. Like, sometimes it's lovely. Like, when Hans and Henry got together, I was like, that's obvious. Like, obviously they're fucking. Like, from the first frame they meet in the first game, you're like, they're gonna fuck. But most of the time, I'm like, this feels a bit silly and forced. You need to do it right. It's like, I was watching a movie recently called First Night, which is a terrible movie. Don't watch it. It's an Arthurian romance. And literally, I was about to say that. I think for some reason it works better when the couple is same sex. It worked for Henry and Hans. There was in the movie, Sean Connery and Richard Gere are Arthur and Lancelot, respectively. And they are fighting for the affections of Guinevere. They had no chemistry with Guinevere, and every time they were on screen together, Sean Connery and Richard Gere, I was like, are they gonna fuck? Like, they're giving each other looks. They're really, like, affectionate with each other, and they're, like, longingly giving each other stares. They absolutely are gonna get together. But I felt none of that with the other ones. All the female romance options for Henry and KCD fell forced? Yes, especially Rosa. It doesn't fall into the we need a woman so the protagonist can have a love interest. Rosa sucked. Catherine was okay, but nowhere near as good as Hans. I think you were saying this, Emma, recently, that it's almost sad, but when it's a same-sex couple, whether it's two women or two men, you can sort of get over the gender roles. Like, they don't fall into the stereotypical gender roles as much, and they can be more equal. Like, in terms of media representation, when it's a script. Like, if two people get together and they're of the opposite gender, they will tend to write them in the most stereotypical way possible. Like, it happens all the time in sitcoms when two characters get together and suddenly their entire character changes. Like in Frasier, and I know people are Frasier haters in this chat, except for me and Emma, but an infamous one is Daphne and Frasier. As soon as Daphne got together with Niles and became a romantic couple with Niles and Frasier, her character completely changed and she became like the stereotypical, like, you know, nagging wife character. And I was like, oh, fuck me, really? We're still doing this in the late 90s or whatever? Yeah, exactly. She became the nagging wife. And I was like, oh, that's grim. And I think that still happens. Anyway, what are we doing here? Scott M. Winifred, Old Celtic Alphabets. Something or other. Oh, I don't know. Where is this? Old Celtic Alphabets. Vienna 1880. ISBN not applied. And its library position 48 3CB. 48 3CB. Is this bra sizes or measurements? I don't really know. 48 3CB. 48 3CB. Kaiserlich Königlich Hof und Staatsdruckerei. I don't know what that means. They didn't bother to translate that bit. It's Viennese. Okay, there's numbers on the thing. I've already forgotten.
I found what I was looking for. The book I need is in position
Thank you.
48 3CB.
48 3CB. So we have 3CB. 40. These are 1 to 13. So it's probably going to be on the third row here. 3, and then between, like B and C, between these two. So I just need to find the 48th column. Shouldn't be too bad. Maybe? Imperial Royal Court and State Print, thank you. UV OP 48. Maybe it's a room number 48 or a shelf number. I might be able to ask Angry Woman. Angry Woman? I can't seem to talk to her anymore. God damn it. Belittle me. 48. What the fuck does the 48 mean? Oh. Do I have to count all of these? I'm not going to count them. BC or CB. Was it BC or CB? I think it was CB, which would imply it's on this one, like between the C and the B, but on the C side. Up here?
A ladder for reaching the top rows.
I don't know. Maybe on the other side? Come on, march your little legs. Without a baby, they have no purpose and are sad, TM. Catherine in KCD2 doesn't get as much personality as Hans, because she really is there to be the girl character. Every media has one girl, and to be a potential love interest. Whereas Hans does get saved a lot, like the typical girl love interest. Gets to have more of a personality and role in the plot. Exactly. And there was a turning point for Catherine as well, where I was like, I didn't really like Catherine at the start. And then about the midpoint of the game, I was like, you know what? Catherine's growing on me. I like Catherine now. And then towards the end, there was a couple of scenes where she suddenly went into love interest mode, and I was really not into her anymore. Where suddenly her whole personality changed to be like, and make sure you come back safe. Make sure you don't get hurt, Henry. And it's like, that's not what she'd fucking say. That's weird. That doesn't fit. She's like sardonic and, you know, a bit more hard going. I was watching a playthrough, and after the pond, Catherine turns up at the pub, like wiggling her hips, and the guys are whistling, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, yep. I mean, her whole thing is like, let's be busty and just, like, make quips. She's like half the characters in soap operas, basically. Should we go in here? Is there a CD or a CB in here? CD, can I go? I think this is where we just were, wasn't it? I hate this shit. Just tell me where the fucking shelf is. Oh. Is this a game? Sorry. Yes, it's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I just finished streaming it. It took forever, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Which one?
Which one? That one.
They don't seem to be sorted by author.
Oh my God.
I found what I was looking for. The book I need is in position 48.3 CB.
48.3 CB. I just don't know what that means. I'm sorry. The mystery of the Druids. 48 CB. There is a directional arrow in the room where it can be found. Yeah, that's all of them. Right? No, wait. A direction arrow might be in the one where I can walk in. There was one of these rooms where I could walk into one of the shelves. That's good. Hope you had some nice pizza. God, I love that line. I will forever call it pizza. I'm never using another term. Yeah, I can't go in these. Can I go in one of these? No, it must have been another room. Please. What should I have for brekkie? You should never call it brekkie, first of all. God, I hate people. I hate it when people call it brekkie. Is it in here? Chocolate chip waffles. I've never had a waffle. At least a sweet waffle. I've had potato waffles so many times. But I've never had a sweet, like a Belgian waffle. Is that what they're called? I imagine I'd like them more than pancakes, which I do hate. Okay, so it's here. It's CB. Maybe it's up
A
this
ladder for
ladder?
reaching the top row. Which one?
This one.
Which one? Books, books, books.
Climb the fucking ladder. Ugh!
A ladder for reaching the top rows.
Can I move the ladder? Climb it.
A ladder for reaching the top
Climb
rows.
the ladder! It's probably on row 3! Yay! I just clicked many, many, many times. I'm sorry you've never had a waffle. I mean, the opportunities come up. I've always just gone, I assume I'll hate this. Because I don't like sweets. Ooh, what a cool little move you just did. Well done. It still doesn't redeem you from eating boy meat.
That's the book I was supposed to get for Blake. The
Finally.
Celtic Orthographic System by Scott M. Winfield.
That is not what you just read out, but okay. In Ireland, potato waffles that you have for dinner are definitely more common. Yes, they are like a ubiquitous thing. But, I mean, there's sweet waffles around. You've had them. I've been with you when you've had them, but, you know. I started watching your YouTube channel a few weeks ago. Thank you. I've been enjoying your first impression series in Dark Earth. I really liked Dark Earth. I mean, Dark Earth was interesting in terms of gameplay, but I really, really liked it. It was frustrating. Can I check this book out? I don't know how you... This is another thing that people are going to be... The end and nothing more, no epilogue. The ending was not it. The ending is... There was a stereotype of games in the 90s that the endings of PC games would be pretty bad. It holds true to that stereotype. Not as bad as others, where it's literally just like, congratulations, you played a game. At least there was some cutscenes, but Christ. I've also never checked a book out from a library. So I don't know how that works either. There's libraries around. It's just when I was a kid, my parents would just buy me books, and I never really had need to go to libraries. So I have had a library card once in my life, and I've never used it. I went to the library with Emma once, while she was checking out some books, and I asked how much a library card was, and they said, it's free, obviously, you idiot. And I went, oh, cool, I'll have a library card then. They gave me one, and I never used it, and I think it's expired now. That was probably about 7 years ago.
You again. Haven't you found your book yet?
I did.
No. How could I? Look, I'd really appreciate your helping me.
Halligan,
You
please.
repeat yourself, young man.
Oh, I know they're great. I just have never bothered using them. It's because when I was a kid, I would pirate things like games and movies. So that was that aspect out. And I would just like buy books sometimes. So I never bothered going. They seem great. Every time I go to a library, I'm always like, oh my god, I forgot libraries had all this stuff. They're so good and cool. I use my e-reader for library only. Right, I'll see what I can do with myself.
You do that.
Give her the book. I would like to check out this book, please. I think this is what happens. Now I think there might just be like a scanner or something, maybe. You just like go, padook, and then take out the book. I know, I've seen Emma put back books from the library. I've gone with her to do that. And it's literally just like you go, padook, and then put them in the tray and it like sucks them back in. And then you go, padook, like a self-service checkout. I imagine that wasn't the case in the late 90s.
Here, madam. I found the book I was looking for. I'd like to borrow it.
This one?
Yes. Is there something wrong with it?
You bet there is. This is our reference copy.
What's that supposed to mean?
I can't lend it to you. You will have to read it here.
You can't be serious, surely. I need this book.
Don't call me
I have to
Shirley.
take it to someone.
You heard me.
Well, we're going to steal a book. Do you at least have a copying machine? Yes, can I Photoshop it? Photoshop it? Oh, Christ, I use Photoshop too much. Do you have a copying machine? Although, does that damage the book for some, like, old tomes? I grew up far too rural for that kind of tech. I was constantly in and out of the library as a kid. Not so much now.
Do you at least have a copying machine?
No. Why don't you copy the pages you need by hand?
Madam, I've told you the book's not for me. I wouldn't know which pages are important, and I can hardly copy the whole book by hand.
That's...
Not your problem, right?
right.
I thought as much.
God, we're both awful. Couldn't you make an exception?
Couldn't you make an exception?
We don't do exceptions. Have you any idea how many reference copies we have had stolen?
No. All right, forget it.
All right, forget it.
Okay, well, we can't leave without triggering the scanners. So we need to disable them. Just two awful people hanging out. We'll need to disable these scanners, or else we'll get arrested. Hang on, can I... Don't... No!
I say, stop right there!
What's the matter?
Don't you dare act the innocent. You're trying to steal that book.
Who, me? Steal a book? Madam, I'm a detective.
They're always the worst. Anyway, I can see it. If you want to borrow a book, be good enough to come over to my desk first.
Right. Right. Oh, this one?
This one? There must be some mistake. I was lost in thought.
Right,
Don't you
fine.
lie to me. Now put the book back and be grateful that I'm...
Fine. So we can't disable them. I can't interact with them. So it has to be something to do with the book. That makes sense. Do I have anything on my infantry? Could I wrap it in something? The thing is...
It won't work like that.
I don't know what's triggering the system. Like, is it... You're back? Jesus. That was quick. I don't know what's triggering the system. Like, is it reading the cover? Or is it, like, some sort of chip or tag? Like, when you... Like, if you steal clothes from a supermarket and there's that little security tag that they depressingly put on, like, the razors and stuff now as well. And, like, the baby food and stuff. That's grim. Because if it's the covers, then we could just, like, switch this around, right? Or, like, hollow out this with my nail. I'm sure that'll only take a few hours. Or the broken scissors. And put this book inside of it. It is that. Okay, fine. I love how she gave you more lenience than the professor who was stopped at the alarm, despite the fact that he's,
history book is a perfect fit
you know,
for the book
coming there every day for months. It's the barcode? Well, how the fuck is it seeing the barcode from inside my coat? Just rip out the page with the barcode? Like, how is it scanning through the coat?
That's the book I was supposed to get for Blake. The
Right,
Celtic
out we go.
Orthographic System by Scott M. Winfield.
I nicked a book from the library once. I don't feel bad because I was the only one who ever checked it out, and I knew the Cork City Library threw out books if not enough people were borrowing them. So you rescued a book. What was the book? I'm sure you've seen...
Well, of all the... Young man, if you're
I
looking
can just
for trouble,
fucking
you're
check
going
it
the
out.
right way about it.
Oh, I understand.
Okay, calm down. My
Relax,
mistake.
I understand. Right, I have to check this one out, and she'll... Yeah. It's still stealing a book if it's a book that sounds shit.
Right, I've finished here. I found a different book that interests me. I assume you'll let me borrow this one.
We'll see. What have we here? Let
We'll
me
see.
Oh, the Roman monetary system and fiscal policies. Yes, you may borrow this one. And just think, I've actually read this one. What a coincidence. A brilliant piece of work. Very vivid and never gets boring. You know, I wanted to be a historian, and Roman coins were my special field. But then I met my husband here at the university. He was working on his doctoral thesis at the time, and, well, you know how it is.
I don't.
could discuss Roman coins for hours.
Madam? This is all highly interesting, but I do
I don't
really
know
want
what you
to
mean. Why
borrow
didn't you
this
just
book.
become a historian
Oh,
then?
yes, of course. Forgive me. Here you go.
Thank you for the book and your great help.
Oh, I do
Oh,
hope
to have
you're
a
not angry with me.
Mean
There's any way I
nerd
can
German
help.
woman.
Please, don't hesitate to tell me.
And not for the moment, thank you. I really must be off now.
Naturally. See you soon.
Oh, she's into me now. The Risbarian. The book is The Rattle Trap Trip by Rachel Anderson. I loved it and still do. I don't like the title. Also, I don't think I'd like the book. I don't think it sounds good. But I'm glad you like it. Out we go. Yippee! I hated all of that. Every second I spent in that library, I found annoying. No, it's not your thing. Where's the orcs? There's no orcs or swords or a dragon or anything. Can I go to Arthur Blake? Talk to the weird American old man about cannibalism again. Where did woman say she was going? Our woman. Oh, turn down the music volume again before this fucker starts talking. Because we'll be locked in. I love watching him sprint from place to place. It's because he can't really seem to run efficiently. He runs as if he's a toddler, but expanded. Here's your book.
Here you are. Here's the book you asked for.
This is about Roman
yes.
coins.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Halligan. Well, did you have any difficulties with Mrs. Owen at the issuing counter?
Yes.
None I couldn't handle.
Good. I'll get to work at once.
Between the boy
by
meat
way,
and the
Mr.
angry
Halligan,
librarian, I've got a
Miss
whole
Turner
new
called
host of
about an
kinks
hour
to
ago.
work through.
She's worried about you because you haven't been in touch for such a long time.
Did she say
It's been
that?
one day.
Yes. She said she needs to speak to you urgently.
Do you mind if I use your phone?
No need. I asked her to come out here and join me. She should be arriving any minute now.
Okay. How long will this translation take?
How long will the translation take?
Oh, not long, I hope. The book will be a great help. You'd better just wait here for a moment.
I'll just take a look around then, if you don't mind.
Of course not. Be my guest.
Lovely. It's a little awkward. Oh my gosh, there's a car coming. I better hustle in the crosswalk. I've heard that described as the white person jog.
Mr. Halligan.
And I found that
there
very
you are.
funny.
I've been looking everywhere for you.
Why? I tried to kill you with my fists. My angry detective fists. Why do you want me anywhere? Well, you found me now.
Well, you found me now.
How did you get on? Any news?
Mr.
You knew
Blake's
where I
busy
was, and I
translating
wasn't
the
very
parchment
long.
We found. He thinks the amulet and the parchment are somehow connected. Maybe we'll be able to stop the Druids once we know what the parchment says.
That's what I was going to
How are you
call.
getting on with your translation, Mr. Blake?
I've done about half. Just be patient a little longer.
Well, I had to get Mr. Blake this book. I don't think he is touched at her concern. I think he'd eat her as soon as look at her. And then he'd cannibalize her.
Well, I had to get Mr. Blake this book.
That took rather a long time.
It didn't.
I've been phoning around asking for you.
I've been gone for like 2 hours. Are you doing a Catherine in Kingdom Come Deliverance?
You've been trying to get hold of me?
I don't have a
Yes.
phone.
I also went to Scotland
Oh,
Yard and
don't
spoke to your
go to
chief.
my fucking boss, you
cross with me.
freak. Why? What have I done now? Is it because you broke into a fucking aristocrat's house by setting fire to his grounds?
Cross with me? Why?
Leave
What have I
Catherine
done
alone.
now?
Lord Sinclair's planning to bring charges against you for burglary.
What? I don't believe it.
He gave
old
me
devil
that boy
Sinclair
meat.
Seems to feel he's pretty safe, doesn't he?
It looks that way. It seems he has very influential friends in the police force. Whatever, your chief asked me to tell you that you're suspended, effective immediately. Oh, and the next time you come to the office, he expects you to give him a comprehensive report in writing.
What? He can't be serious. Don't tell me he's handing the case back to that thick-headed, big-mouth Lowry.
I wouldn't know. All he said was that he expects you to hand the file to him as soon as you get back to the yard.
I certainly will not. This business is just too important to let go. I don't care what the chief says. I'm going to carry this case through on my own.
Cutscene?
What's going on out there?
They're gonna. It's the army. They're arresting me for the boy meat.
Leave me. Get out of the danger zone. Here, take the
That's
parchment.
not your voice.
Come along, Mr. Blake. Let's get out
That
of
wasn't
here.
your voice.
You get out of here.
That's your voice.
I'll follow you.
Gnomes. It's gnomes.
Quickly, run!
What the fuck? Yes! Yes!
I believe you have something of mine, Mr. Halligan.
Cannibal baby?
I shall give you until sunset to give my property back to me.
We're just gonna stand here for a while? I'm not in control. Okay, so the angry baby is angry we stole his amulet and boy meat, even though we were freely given the boy meat. Cooked to perfection.
Oh, God! Mr.
That was
Blake.
so long, you
I have
paused
to go
there.
back and get him out of there.
Are you crazy?
Do you think
Don't
he's
go.
alive?
It's pointless.
You
can't help him
idiot.
anymore. He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right.
Oh my God, what an inferno. Let's get out of here, Melanie. Otherwise, we'll be next.
Where can we go? To Scotland
I've been
Yard?
suspended.
No, that's not a good idea. The chief inspector's waiting for me there. We'd only lose time. And Sinclair is getting more and more powerful with each new murder.
So what can we do?
You heard what Mr. Blake said. Sinclair has the power to complete the ritual. No matter what we do, for the time being, nobody can stop him.
Then we're lost.
No, Melanie. We have one chance.
Don't say time travel.
What do you mean?
We have to go to 12 bridges. We have to try to move the gate of the worlds. If we want to stop Sinclair, we have to stop those who gave him his power 1,000 years ago.
You believe in that gate of the worlds thing?
He said time travel.
It's just a myth, a fairy tale.
The question is not whether I believe in it, Melanie. The question is whether we have any other options.
You're right. Come on, then.
Have you tried shooting Sinclair with a big gun? I was about to say that's not 12 bridges. I guess they're counting each row of, yeah, like there's 2 side-by-side bridges on each little lane. That's shit. Why did you argue with the librarian when you're facing druids with bombs? Cannibal druids with bombs, please. I'm still not over him just eating meat cannibals gave to him, no questions asked. Either, I genuinely believe, either he is lying, and it's all a subversion of expectations, or he is the dumbest person to ever live.
Just like Mr. Blake told us.
Like, he 100% had to know it was boy meat. And he was loving it. He went back for seconds, we watched him. Like, there's no way he didn't know that. And he even admitted he was lucid while doing it. So he has to be the single dumbest person on the planet if he didn't know that. Because they just killed somebody in front of him. A small gun would even probably work. Oh, I like this weird music. Like xylophones in the background. Can I ask you something personal? I just want to see what he says. What nightmarish thing he asks.
Could I ask you something personal?
That depends on just how personal it is, Brent.
Yes, that's true. They actually told him that it was boy meat. So he remembered eating it when he was talking to Blake. And they told him while he was eating it that it was human meat. So he has to be lying. How did the explosion happen? The Druids sent a bomb to kill Blake and us. Druid fireball, exactly. Sort of a druid-based drone strike. I assume magical. And then an evil voice went, "You have by sunset to give us back the amulet," or whatever. Are you married? Oh, don't say, are you married, Brent? Fuck me. So, I notice you're a woman. How's the whole vagina situation doing?
Are you married?
Oh, well,
Was that too private a question?
yes. No. Oh, I don't know.
You don't have to answer.
It's all right, Brent. I was married. I got married as soon as I was 18.
18? Oof.
My father dragged one of his younger colleagues round to our house every weekend.
You could have stopped it as the
high
whole.
flyer with money, an expensive car, and a golf club membership.
Ugh.
He was called Peter.
Of course he was. What do you mean you were married? Do you not know divorce is legal?
What do you mean, you were married?
After our wedding, Peter soon changed.
He got hooked on boy meat and he went all weird and tried to kill me.
But then he became different.
You remind me of him.
Unpredictable. Hot-tempered, violent.
He hit you?
Yes.
Oh,
It
Jesus.
started with a box round the ears.
Oh my god.
Then it happened all the
That's
time.
why she got so mad when we
For
beat
some
her
time
up.
I did. I thought, well, that's
That
what it's
makes
like to be
sense.
married.
How long did that go on?
What
About
did you
2
just
years.
say?
Then I divorced him when I found out that he'd been unfaithful to me with some girls from
That's
the golf
what
club
it
all the
took?
time.
You thought that's just what it was like? What's wrong with you, you freak? I mean, no, that's victim blaming. But also, what the fuck did you just say? That must have been difficult.
That must have been a difficult time for you.
It was hell. I was alone, broke, and I'd had enough of men.
I can imagine that. Have you ever heard from this Peter guy since then?
After the divorce,
Jesus,
he
the
behaved
music.
like a lunatic for months. He called all the time, or he appeared drunk in front of the house and screamed abuse in the middle of the night. He even waited for me in front of the museum and swore at me. I had to call the police.
Oh, God, what a psychopath. Do you know what he's
And that's
doing
coming
now?
from me.
Yes, now and then I read about him in the papers. He's the director of the Anthropological Society now, one of the bigwigs. He seems to have achieved what he always wanted. And as far as I know, he's married again. But I'm not really.
Are you
that
noticing an
interested his
echo in the
life.
background,
The whole
boy?
thing's over for me now.
By the way.
I'm just glad to be left.
Sorry, I
in
read
peace.
boy at the same time as speaking and it interrupted my speech. She had enough of men, she needed boy meat instead. What did your father have to say about all of this?
What did your father say to all this?
Of course, my father wasn't delighted with the divorce. He saw how I suffered all the time,
He was...
but he didn't want to believe it.
Wow.
After all, the whole thing had been his idea.
What?
When I told him that I wanted to split up, his first concern was that it might harm his research contacts.
So he's evil. What about your mother?
What about your mother?
I lost my mother a long time ago. She had cancer and died very early, when I was only 9.
Because no one cares that he beat her up, sadly realistic. He became important and famous anyway. Did you get on well with your father, aside from the fact that he's clearly evil?
Do you get on well with your father?
After splitting up with Peter, we lost touch for a number of years.
Wow.
My father just couldn't understand why I wouldn't do what he wanted anymore.
Wow.
He couldn't understand how I could deprive him of his allegedly gorgeous son-in-law.
Wow. Also a weird word to use.
And I was disappointed in him. It was only when I got my degree and we became colleagues, so to speak, that our relationship improved again.
This is a very fucked backstory. Sorry.
And did you start studying immediately after getting divorced?
Yes, I started working and financed my studies myself. I wanted to be independent at last, from my father...
Women
my
want
husband,
things.
from everything that had restricted me before. I studied like mad. I spent the nights in the library.
And you were successful.
I didn't have anything left apart from my career. So I thought, make the best of it. And it worked.
But now you just want to settle down with a detective. That's how this is going to go, I assume. Sorry, if you're wondering what I'm eating. I'm eating, I've never actually read the title of these before. Now I don't want to say it out loud. These are Kiddelicious Wigglers. Kiddelicious apple fruit wigglers. For 12 plus months. They're like little strips of apple. Basically, baby sweets, yes. I saw them at a checkout and went, yeah, alright, why not? They look nice. They're like little fruit jellies. They're nice. You can stop saying that now. Well, you don't want me to say Kiddelicious Wigglers? There's no allergens in them. They're literally sold in the baby care section of my work. Well, they're at the checkout at Aldi, and I went, yeah, sure. They're next to another thing I sometimes buy, which is also for like 6+ month old babies, which is like little carrot puffs, and they're nice. So sue me. Thank you for telling me that, Melanie.
Thank you for telling me that, Melanie.
I don't usually
They're
talk
so
that much
appley.
about myself, Brent. But meanwhile, you've become almost like a friend.
That's so sad what you just said. Because Brent is the single worst protagonist I've ever seen in a game. Like, he's He's literally eaten human. And one of the first things we did in the game was steal money from a homeless man after giving him poison. Also, you barely know him. You need to sort yourself out.
Attention. Danger. Thanks for the hint.
Achtung. Oh my god, have I taken it? Why am I taking this? I've got 2 pieces of a sign now. No wonder Dreya doesn't like waffles. They haven't grown out of baby food yet. They're nice. They're like little strips of sweet apple pieces. I don't know what they are. Apple something. Let's go in, I suppose. Are you following me? Are you not? Hang on. Why aren't you following me? I guess we didn't actually make a plan of action. I just was asking you about your fucked up home
Melanie?
life.
Brent?
It's about that conversation we had.
What is it, Brent? More questions?
How can we get to the rocky island?
How can we get to the rocky island?
The bridges don't look very inviting to me.
Yes, I can see what you mean. A lot of them have cracks as well. It's probably too much of a risk. They will collapse one after the other.
But we can't just stay here and hope for a miracle either. We have to do something.
Something. Did Blake say anything that could help us?
Did Blake say anything else that could help us?
I don't think so. Not while I was there, anyway. You were the one who talked to him.
He only told me that there had been a place of worship at this location for millennia.
That doesn't help as much, does it?
There is an echo. I assume because they're trying to make it seem huge, so they've added this weird, awkward echo.
We will find a way of getting over there.
I hope so, Brent.
Are you going to follow me now that we've agreed on that? Maybe? Because I'm leaving. I'm going very far away. He's not... She didn't follow me. Oh, there she is. Lovely.
Arched bridges. Must be ancient.
Can I hop onto them?
There's a rather strange building over there.
Get on the... Okay. It's working. Yeah, you can just walk across this. This is fine. Don't die. It's mostly intact. This will be okay. Why would you want to go anywhere near the guy? How do you feel about this? I mean, this looks stable enough. I mean, obviously it's not that stable, but it looks fine. Like it would hold our weight. You don't want to cross this. There we go. Come on. Over. Brent! You're killing me. Why won't you just fucking walk on the wall and just go over? Oh, I hate you so much, Brent.
Melanie?
Brent?
It's about that...
What is it?
Can you see what's over there? On the rocky island?
Over
The
there?
tower?
No, I mean the thing in front of the tower.
No idea. Looks like scales or scaffolding.
What purpose could that serve?
If we stay here, we'll never know.
Well then... How do I do it? There's nothing to click on here. I'm mousing over everything I can. Maybe jump over to the other more stable one, which would be an insane thing to do. Alright, we go back. Maybe I can jump over here? There's nothing to do. Back we go. Can we try one of the other bridges? Come on, up. I can't go this way. It has to be something on that bridge. Oh, maybe it's the 2 boards. Hang on. Like, there wasn't anything to actually interact with, but maybe we could just lay the 2 boards down somewhere. We might need nails and a hammer to make them into something usable. Walk faster, Brent. Because she's not following me, which implies this is the important bit. Boards. The boards don't do anything. Why would I even assume? This is as far as I can go. Boards.
I thought it wouldn't work like the boards of the danger sign. The boards of the danger sign. The boards of the danger sign.
Nothing works.
Looks like that won't work.
Just hit her with the board. Be done with her. Use her body to... Oh! This could be an issue. Okay, there we go. We're back. Let's get a hint, shall we? Let's do another one of those little friends. Oh my god, I've been live for 4 hours. I should really... I should really sort this out. How can I cross the bridges? Brent might be able to walk along the ledge. Lay something across the ledge to walk on. How? It's obviously the boards, but I don't know how. What do you want from me? Pick up the boards that are a part of the danger sign. Walk as far as you can on the only bridge you can cross. There's nothing to click on! Look for an action spot on the right side near Melanie. Holy fuck, that's tiny. See how over this one little brick here, my mouse changes. That's what we're looking for. This one brick. That's what we're interacting with. Fuck off. You can just walk across the bridge. You don't need to change bridges. Are you insane? What are you doing now? Why are you just standing there? Walk, Brent. Brent? Brent? Oh, do I need another one? No. No. No, what are you doing, Brent? This is an order of magnitude more dangerous than just walking across the slightly damaged bridge. This is fucking insane. Now this is silly, thank you. Okay, it is crumbling, but still looks solid-ish.
That was close.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Yes, I'm all right.
You've got a nerve, Brent Halligan. How dare you upset me like that? You could have got killed.
It's all right, Melanie.
No,
I'm
he
still
couldn't!
alive.
Don't you ever do that again, do you hear me?
Do what?
Hey, all right, all right.
That feels like dialogue that doesn't match here. Like, all you do here is sit like Melanie. All she's gonna do after she watches me do this fucking insane maneuver is she's gonna sit on the edge here and then just edge across, like with her little feet shuffling along this little bit here. She's gonna sit there and just shuffle. Easy. What the fuck is wrong with this man? You pissed me off by almost dying. Don't do that again. This is so weird! Game! How many more times do I have to do it? This is going to be the whole way through. You think they'd do it automatically at a certain point. Like, yeah, you get the idea. Another one? Like, he's crouching in such a weird way. His heels aren't on the board right now. Put it there. What are you doing? Put it there. Now what are you doing? Okay, now he steps off. But he just takes one of the boards with him. Well, sorry, Melanie. You live here now, apparently.
Melanie? I made it! I'm on the other side.
I can see,
Hey,
Brent.
What's it like over there?
Interesting. There's a rather strange tower with some sort of
They're so
scales in
close
front of
together.
it.
What the fuck
No
are they
idea
doing?
what it's used for. Come here and see for yourself.
I can't, Brent. You've got both boards on your side.
Oh, damn. That's true.
Brent, how much do you weigh?
What?
How much do you weigh?
They're not nearly
Your
far
weight.
apart enough to be
160
shouting.
pounds. Why do you want to know?
It's a very small man.
I'm much lighter than you. The bridge won't collapse when I use it. I'm coming over now.
Melanie, don't! Stop at once! The bridge will collapse!
I so hope it's fine. It's fine. Oh no! Never mind. Well, we're not going to get back that way. There's like 12 other bridges. I'm just a tiny woman. This is the 90s. Heroin chic was in. I'm a size 0. Just in case you were wondering.
Okay, here we are. What shall we do now?
I'd say we have to get into the tower.
Okay, got any ideas?
Got any ideas?
No.
No, it's only 10
What
bridges.
about you?
I wouldn't have to ask if I had.
Can I ask you something personal?
Could I ask you something personal?
That depends on just how personal it is, Brent.
What did you think of me when I first came to your museum? Did you think I was sexy?
What did you think of me when I first came to your museum?
What did I think? Brent, do I really have to tell you?
Of course you don't have to, but I'd like to know.
I'll tell you, but only if you promise not to be angry with me.
Smash.
God, is it that bad?
Well, do you promise?
Yes.
Okay, I promise.
I thought, this unshaven bloke's wearing a totally unfashionable coat.
What? That's what you thought?
That's not
Yes.
nearly bad
Was
enough.
that all you thought?
You ask a lot of questions, Brent.
Would you still love me if I was a worm?
Perhaps we can chat a bit more later. Now we've got other problems as well, don't you think?
Sure. More than enough, I would say.
Emma gets so mad at that question. Because I asked Emma that at one point.
The door is completely flat. No, the door is completely flat. No handle, no lock, nothing.
And what's this? Some sort of docking stool? Can I get in it? My arm is sort of moving when I click it. Goes like, as if he wants to do something. But I don't know what. Put the amulet in there. Fuck off. That was actually the end. Okay, you know what? If it came to me that easily, it can't be a stupid puzzle. It must be fine. Let's go.
That's too dangerous.
What are you talking about?
Dangerous.
What do you mean it's too dangerous? Go through the door.
That's too dangerous.
What? What's wrong with you? Go in. Oh, do you want me to like put the board here to prop it up? Oh, I'm so smart.
That's too dangerous. That's too dangerous. That's too dangerous.
I'm gonna cry if you don't walk in the door.
That's too dangerous.
What do you mean it's too dangerous? You have a brace, you have the thing weighed down. What more do you need from me? Do you want some apple juice for courage?
A bottle of apple juice. I'd rather think about it again.
Okay, you can just think about apple juice. The memories of apple.
I don't want that.
This might be how I describe Kiddylicious Wigglers. A nail? Do you want me to nail it in
Not
place?
a good idea.
No, the wire?
Looks like that won't work.
The frame.
I should think up something else.
Like what, Brent? Help me help you.
The verses are very strange.
Between the bridges worthy lock, the wise man walketh to the clock. The way all through the 12th frame can only once no more be passed. Who does not find the hourglass falls in a stone grave deep and vast. But who shrinks back from the power and of the flame and taketh paths with paths on the... I have no idea what the rhyme scheme has fallen apart. Will not have the gods to blame and will sink well deeply into the past. Sure. That feels very poorly translated from German. Like the text didn't quite fit.
Really strange, this building. There's a wheel up there. It seems to be part of some sort of bigger mechanism. There's a wheel up. That's too dangerous.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Just, you already put the thing in. Maybe I meant to like tie this down. No. This game is German. Yes, this game is German and then got an English translation, which is spotty at best, and occasionally the accents will slip in a very charming way. Like pizza.
I just don't get why the tub was screwed to the metal bar.
I love how half of the map locations also haven't been translated. Like Schloss.
Another tub, empty again.
Put the thing in it then.
Not a good idea.
Why? Why wouldn't you at least try it? When the tub worked the first time with the amulet, why not try it?
Elaborate floor ornaments. Weren't there similar symbols in Sinclair's house?
There were.
Elaborate
And in her
floor
office.
ornaments. Weren't there similar elaborate floor ornaments?
There's elaborate floor ornaments. Oh, I know this game from Mandalore Gaming. I honestly didn't know this was German.
The arrow slits are exactly in the direction of the bridges. It was possible to defend this building perfectly.
If you say so. I didn't know really anything about this game until I started playing it. I had never really heard of it before. Other than that, it has a little bit of a reputation.
Another tub, empty again.
Pizza. What can I put in this tub? I don't know, the femur? Maybe you need a sacrifice to access it?
I don't believe it will work like that.
Oh.
I just don't get why the tub was screwed to the metal bar.
Can you stand in the tub? Or stand on the bar? Like just use it like a fireman's pole. Put some apple juice in it. The apple juice is never going to come up again. I need to stop trying the apple juice with things. Do you have any ideas? You don't want to even talk to me.
The arrow slits are exactly in the direction of the bridges. It was possible to defend this building.
How did you respond to the dude floating above his chair? That's one of the least silly things in this game, to be totally honest. Can you fucking...
Another tub, empty again.
Fill it with piss.
I should think about it again.
Nope. Was there anything else outside? Can I go anywhere else in this area?
It seems to be part of some sort of bigger mechanism.
Right. No. Oh, maybe fill it with the moss from the outside. Because she's not leaving, so she's just going to hang out here. So if we do need to leave the area, she's just going to wait here for a few hours while we drive to Oxford.
There's similar symbols in Sinclair's house.
I don't think I'm supposed to go back there because he'll kill me and eat me. I'll be the boy meat. Can I put something on them? Can I use the nail on them?
No, I would only scratch everything. No, I would only scratch everything. No, I would... No, I would only... I just don't get why the tub was screwed.
Is there anything else to interact with? So I'm blocking out my own light so I can actually see better on my monitor because it's blinding me. There you go. Nothing. Oh.
I just don't get why the tub was...
I don't know either. You can stop asking me that.
That's the amulet of transformation. I'd really like to know why it's called that.
Maybe it turns you into an animorph. Have you tried putting it on?
That won't get me any further.
I've never tried wearing it. Maybe it turns you into a beautiful horse. Or like a dinosaur or something. You know, like one of those special videos on the internet. Can I put something in a plastic bag? I don't know. I'm going to look up another hint. Hang on, no, I should save and exit. That's what I should do. We can play this tomorrow. I completely forgot. I've been live for like 4.5 hours. Save game. Call it 10... I don't know. What's a good save name? Tub Boy. I wish I hadn't called it that. Save the game and quit. Fantastic. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you had a nice time. I sometimes did. Not always, because the game barely functions, crashed about 4 or 5 times, and is a mess, frankly. But thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. I will be live again tomorrow. In the meantime, you can go to my YouTube channel if you like, if you haven't gone there before. You can go to my Discord, you can follow me on Blue Sky, all of these things that you're meant to say in order to promote yourself that I never do. Thank you so much. That's pretty much the end of it. I will see everybody at the same time tomorrow. Probably for more of this, because why not?